What are your thoughts on imposter syndrome?
Oh, I feel it all the time.
Okay.
Definitely imposter.
Right?
Well, how like in what way do you feel?
Okay,
Like, am I
so-
even a jiu-jitsu guy?
Well, no, like I think ever since getting that fucking third stripe, it's kind of just the implications of where I'm
You're not meeting the standards of the 3 stripe now?
in
Like,
my mind, right? In my mind.
and you're always the most harshest to your own self, right?
Yeah.
Fucker, why don't you get your 3 stripe now? Come
Well,
on.
yeah, okay,
Get
so
your-
like so then I came back fresh this week. A dude that he was already training before I got there, but he's been gone for a while. So he still only has 1 stripe. We were doing Toriandos, and then he
Yeah.
was like, he was giving me a pointer about keeping my hand on my knee, on
You got
his knee.
offended because
I-
I'm a 3 stripe.
There was a second where I was just gonna be like, fuck you.
bitch.
But then I bit my ego and I was like,
Yeah.
this guy he started before me, and I should be open to learning from everybody, right? Because I know I've only been doing this for 6 months.
Yeah.
So I part of me was just like, but then I'm like,
Hey, buddy.
what's up, buddy?
What's going on? Hey, you look like you're in a different area now. You face the other way now?
Yeah, we rearranged the room, so now the table is on the other wall.
So now, someone walks in.
Hey, what are you doing?
Miguel, look out behind you!
They're right behind you.
Some criminal comes in your house. You're not know.
What the fuck? How the hell did you get in here?
You ever see those where like some guy is like doing a Twitch stream
Yeah.
and all of a sudden
all
some
those
guy
horror movies.
jacks?
Behind you.
Yeah.
Behind you.
Crazy, right? Hey, black shirt crew, what up? Is that Venom? What's going on there?
This is Brooks Brothers.
Wow, that's Brooks' brother, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about Brooks.
I feel like I've heard of it before. I got a Nordstrom rack. I've heard of the brand before. It's, I don't know, I guess it's something they sell at Nordstrom.
Oh, so it's not a... Do they have a store? Are they big enough for their own store?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe in like big cities, but not here in Honolulu.
Big City Haywood over here.
Ooh.
Big City Lewin. Yeah.
Houston's a big city.
Yeah? Big
I think
City
so.
Houston.
I think it's one of the top U.S. cities by population.
Oh, you don't say.
I think it's like number 4, maybe. Let's see. I'm kind of curious.
I hear, I don't know.
What do you hear?
My dad was saying something about like, no, like we're the most affordable or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I could be spreading fake news
Well,
over
is
here.
that why he decided to? No.
What? Is your internet okay? You're frozen. What's going on?
Lag City, dude.
Lag City. Hey, I gotta test this internet speed. What's going on here?
I hope it's not my end. I'm on the 5G.
Oh, the bits are high. The megabits.
The megabits. So you're saying your dad said it was one of the most affordable cities?
I could be, yeah, spreading lies. I don't know. I think he was talking about a certain area here. Yeah.
Your area?
Yeah.
I
See
can
this
see
shit?
that. Your bits.
It's not my shit. See,
How do I check that? How do I check that? I forgot.
You Google it and
Internet speed.
you Google test internet speed. Show the class while you're doing it. I want to see.
Well, let me see it first before I show the class.
I want to see it doing its thing.
No, I don't want to show you. You're gonna shame me.
It's not your fault. It's where you're
I
at.
guess it's not my fault. It's not my fault. All right, I guess I'll share it.
Yeah.
I think it might be me.
For shame, Miguel. For shame. It's fine.
Right? Because yours was
Wait, you're
like
servers
40
in the Bay Area? Oh shit.
What? What the fuck? No wonder it's so laggy.
What the hell? How does that work? You're all the way in a different island. I
I'm
don't know
like
how
all
that.
the way halfway across the ocean. All right, now it's going a little faster. Maybe it felt ashamed.
Maybe you just had a hiccup.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's better.
Well, look at that. Look at it go.
Come
Now that
on, baby.
now it's on camera, you're
Daddy
acting
needs some
different.
new shoes. All right,
It's
it's half
fast,
what you have.
but it said
Still in
fine
the Bay
before.
Area.
It's fine.
It's fine. All
Nice.
right, U.S. cities by population. Let's see. I think I was right. You live in one, or you're outside of one of the biggest cities in the U.S.
Dang. It doesn't feel that big. I think because it's more spread out than the Bay Area,
Mm,
SF. It's so condensed.
mhm.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm not sharing. Hold on. New York, New
No worries,
York.
no worries.
Named it
Of course,
twice.
New York. The city's the city's so nice. They named it twice.
Yeah.
L.A., Chicago, Houston. Where
Oh
you
wait,
at,
I want to see
Houston?
that number in Los Angeles. It went down because people be
Yeah.
moving. Look at that.
Oh, New York too. 3.8%.
I'm tired of
Los
this shit.
Angeles,
Tell
1.27.
me to mask up
Chicago.
everywhere and
Oh,
shut
even
down my
Houston
businesses.
went down.
Oh, not that
Oh, but
bad
I
though.
see what you mean about spread out. Because look at the square miles.
There we go.
It's like more than double the square miles of New York.
Yeah.
So it's spread
San
out.
Fran's not even there,
Interesting.
huh? Because
No,
the square footage is so low.
I think because I think they only talk about San Francisco proper. Let's see. Yeah,
Proper. What's that
Phoenix.
mean? It's
Like
like let me
the
talk about
peninsula.
Miguel proper. Properly.
Like, well, it's like, the whole Bay Area is like Oakland and East Bay and all that,
Yeah,
right?
but you're just saying the
But
proper.
I think in this thing, they're just talking about the peninsula. Phoenix, Philly, San Antonio, San
Ooh,
Diego, Dallas. Oh, there
look
you
at
are,
that.
San Francisco.
6% change.
Oh, but
Ooh,
see, look, only 46.9 square miles. Oh, yeah, look how little,
wow.
a lot of people left.
I've
They don't like it over there.
had it. Is this
That's a
adjustable
that's a big drop.
or is this
By change?
oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so.
let's do the change. Is it San Fran?
All right. Can we see where Hawaii is
Oh,
first?
sure. My bad. I totally skipped you.
What about us? All right, where are we at? I assume we're
Are
pretty
you
low
even
because we only
oh.
are we even on the list?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because there's a whole bunch of different Texases.
Oh yeah,
There's El
we're down.
Paso.
I haven't seen it.
What
Even
is this?
Long
Top
Beach,
50? Oakland's even here.
Oakland. Oh man, small town. I live in a small town, man. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, some people
56.
moved out. You
So
think
we
it's
lost some people too.
things are getting expensive or is it COVID? No.
Yeah, I think cost of living. It is San Francisco,
Damn.
Berkeley, New
I'm a
York,
part of that. I'm a part of that
Boulder,
fucking
huh?
consensus.
You were one of those. You were like one of those 0.00 something percent.
Yeah, I added to it. Berkeley
Out of
too.
here. Yeah, that
Wow.
whole area. That's a
Wow.
lot of percentage out of those areas.
Yeah, definitely. We should after this look up the percentage of people who left California because I know they have that list too.
Oh, by
How
state,
many? No, how many people left California during?
we can look. We can look
Well,
right
what would
now
the
during
during COVID? I guess
number of people.
during yeah.
Number of people.
Incarcerated. People want to know.
Can't spell California. Sorry, Californians.
California.
Where did I miss an R somewhere?
Yeah. There you go.
For
For the yeah.
during COVID.
There you go.
Over 500,000 people left California in 2 years.
Dang. And you know what?
500,000.
If you're rich, they want to decentivize you from leaving.
Well, did you hear about that bill
The
that San
tax
Francisco's proposing?
A recent bill?
Yeah. About reparations.
Reparations? No, I don't think
Yeah.
I heard that.
Dude, you got to see this. It's freaking nuts. Okay,
Nice.
San.
Oh yeah, there is some kind of like if you make a lot of money and you leave California, they want to tax you before you leave. Oh, you want to leave? Okay, you got to pay some tax.
Oh, like an
leaving
exit
California.
fee?
Yeah, an exit fee. I think it's for a certain tax bracket though.
All right. Could reparations
And
be coming for San?
define reparations for me. Like that sounds like I need. Oh, you there? I don't know if you're there. Hello.
I know, Legs City.
Okay. Define reparations for me. It sounds like, hey, you owe me something, right? Reparations or something. Yeah.
So, could reparations be coming for San Francisco's Black community?
For their Black
San
community?
Francisco
What
Board
the
of
hell did they do?
Supervisors. Yep. Supervisors heard ideas from a city-appointed reparations committee this week. The proposal, which are still in draft mode, are considered historic. If passed, the initiatives could set a nationwide precedent. Dude, the numbers are nuts. What they were proposing. Wait,
Is that it?
did they not get into the numbers in this one?
The hell?
Dude, the numbers were
That's it?
crazy.
Are they gonna make us watch? What's going on? The numbers?
Yeah, the numbers that they're proposing to give the Black community. I want to see it myself. Because I heard the numbers, but I don't want to say it
Spoil it.
without seeing it.
Story continues,
Oh
but
my
you have
God.
to pay. What the hell is going on? You trying to gut me?
Oh,
huh,
right there,
gut feel?
right there, right there. $5 million payouts.
To anyone that is Black?
Basically. Payments of $5 million to every eligible Black adult, the elimination of personal debt and tax burdens, guaranteed annual income of at least $97,000 for 250 years, and homes in San Francisco for just $1 a family.
What? So they're gonna have $97,000
On top of the $5 million. On top of the $5 million and the $1 houses.
What? So wait, this is just a bill being like.
Well, okay, so these were some of the more than 100 recommendations made by a city-appointed reparations committee. So I guess it's recommendations by this committee that the city appointed.
Dang.
Tasked with the tyranny question of how to atone for centuries of slavery and systematic racism.
So to atone, you're just gonna hand out all that money.
But I saw in somebody else's video, they made a good point. California was never a slave state.
So why should they be,
Why? Yeah.
atoning for the sins of the fathers and their fathers?
I don't know.
And their fathers.
But yeah, I saw that and I was like, whoa, I can see why people are like, it's time to go. Because it just keeps getting crazier and crazier on these proposals.
I had no idea this was going on.
Because then it said like each non-Black family would have to pay like 600. Oh yeah, right there. So the draft reparation.
If you're not Black, then you have to pay? What?
An estimate from Stanford University's Hoover Institute, which leans conservative. Oh, okay. said it would cost each non-black family in the city at least $600,000.
That's pretty steep.
Yeah, I don't make no
Hmm.
$600,000. How am I gonna pay for that?
Yeah. So this kind of reminds me of what they tried to do in Hawaii, right? Where like,
Hmm?
hey, like to help Hawaiian people because they actually got their land stolen and shit. So,
Mhm.
to help them get houses and have college paid for them and stuff like that. But not
Yeah.
just like free money, like, here you go. Sorry. Things to work towards, like, hey, we can help you get your future started, but not
Yeah.
just
But
handing
see,
out
would
money
that
because I don't know what would happen.
what would be the repercussions of that? Like, suddenly a huge segment of the population is flush with cash. They're able to have houses that are really cheap. What's that gonna do to the market?
Hmm. But I mean, you ever watch Trading Places? What happens when someone all of a sudden switches places?
Oh, yeah, what happened?
No, like, Eddie Murphy was a homeless guy, right? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden he became abundant with money but then he actually was being successful. Like, do you remember the movie? Do you kind
I
of?
don't think I've ever actually watched it.
It's a good movie. It's like
I know.
it's
I've heard.
it's like Coming to America, but
I've always
not.
been the Coming to America guy.
I'm telling you, man, that's one to watch. It's good.
Right.
Well, I can't
Alright,
spoil anything then.
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, but basically, um, two rich guys place a bet. Like, let's
Mortimer.
see, Mortimer. What is it, Randolph? They were in Coming to America. It was a
I know,
nice
that's
little
the only reason
Easter
I
egg.
know. That when I saw that scene, I'm like, "What the fuck is that all about?"
And then they actually play the theme. Like they play the theme song, or there's a certain song that plays in Trading
From the
Places
movie.
that shows up for that scene in Coming to America. Oh, that's them. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, yeah.
like yeah, it was an experiment to see what would happen. It was interesting,
Mhm.
but I don't know.
Interesting.
If you were to get a flux of money, would you all of a sudden know how to manage your money, or would you just blow it off entirely because you just never
Well, I
was
guess
taught
the closest example of what could happen is all those lottery winners.
lotto people? They get the money, uh they're not necessarily happy once they get it because people come out of the woodworks. Hey, can I have some money? I
Mhm,
hear in
mhm.
Texas, if you win the lotto or anything big, they don't disclose your name,
Yeah.
so you can be
I think that's the
secret
way it
wealthy.
should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Right?
don't need people, like you said, coming out of the woodwork trying to
Hey,
take
it's
you for some of that
me.
money. Come on, man. You
Yeah.
you can afford it.
You know, I was your mom's favorite nephew. Help me out. No.
Yeah. Help me out, man. Come on.
Um. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Is any you know reparations needed at all? Or I mean, is it too extreme, or is there any that needs to be needed at all? I don't
I
know.
think the what I've heard like from people's different perspectives. I hate to go back to Rogan, but his perspective on improving the communities and building up the community that way, right? Giving people opportunities in that way of making it a little more possible to have the opportunities to get educated and not fall into traps of gangs and drugs and all that
Yeah.
would be the way.
So
Like,
building up, yeah, communities, like you said, providing more options for people growing up,
yeah.
and not just money handouts, right?
Mhm.
I agree with that.
Programs. Programs. I'll take the programs.
Yeah. And all that money could give them a lot of programs, a lot of shit to do.
I mean, the fucking government collects a shit ton of taxes already that we're funneling to
to
fund
Ukraine.
foreign wars.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems is this clickbaity just to get people to talk like you and me, or is this like
Maybe.
really,
I
really a
mean, it
thing?
was a city-appointed committee, and that's the plan that they came up with. So we'll
Ah,
see what happens. It probably
sounds
won't
like
actually happen.
sounds like a city of circuses or something.
City of clowns,
City,
clown town.
yeah, man, it's weird. Reparations.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like remember that Chappelle skit where they did the reparations?
for which one? For who?
It was a skit where on the Chappelle show
Can you
where they did the
paint me a
reparations
picture?
for the black people and then like what would happen.
No, I don't remember. Can you fill me more into what
I
happened
don't
in
really
that skit?
remember. I feel like it was saying like different things that were stereotypically things that black people valued were like going up in stock prices and I can't remember, dude.
Okay.
Maybe we can find it on
Yeah, it
YouTube. It was a funny perspective.
doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a
I
bell.
I
That's
remember.
where that "I'm rich" bitch came from. I'm
Oh,
rich,
really?
bitch.
I feel like
Yeah,
I've only heard it at the end of the episodes. I'm rich, biatch. You know?
yeah,
You'd
but
always
that's
say it.
where like it came from.
That's where it came from. Oh.
Yeah, one
I
of the
mean,
top searches. Chappelle's show, reparations.
I know the one where they're trying to get Tiger Woods like he's Asian
the, the
for
race.
shizzle.
Yeah, I
The
remember that
race
one.
wars or the race draft? Yeah.
The race draft, the racial draft.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Comedy Central put it up. Thank you, Comedy Central.
No. Give them some ad money. Here, some pennies for your troubles.
What was that one from?
No, that's just me saying every time we watch something, they get a little penny from us.
Oh,
I don't know how much, for each view they get, but I'm sure it's like less than $1.
for each view? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be at least a penny,
Like if
right?
there's a million views, then it's not like you're getting a
A
dollar.
million pennies.
Yeah. You're not
Probably
getting
a
a
penny a
dollar.
view.
Yeah.
I think a penny. Penny sounds right. It was from this. It must have been after the show. Maybe at the end of the show. Just like
That's all I knew. There.
best version.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
for slavery. Wait, what? Did we miss something?
I don't know.
But that looks like a completely different
Different thing, right?
lady and everything.
Right?
You want? Yeah, get the long one so we can see.
But it looks like the same clip. Yeah, this looks like the same clip.
Did
I
they?
think this must have been like a little tag at the end of the episode. I think.
Okay. So you are correct. So. Oh, Dave. Shia LaBeouf is always here for you to collect, dude. He's always
Watched that
there.
video one too many times. He's always there.
Like, you sure you want to watch it again?
Come on, give us another penny.
Oh my gosh. How did we get to this topic? I think you just. Oh, we were talking about Houston.
People leaving San Francisco. Yeah,
Yeah,
Houston and people leaving San Francisco because they're taxing the rich people. And then I got into what would happen with that tax money, at least what they're proposing, the reparations thing. And then reparations.
There you go. Not too shabby, my friend.
Not shabby at all.
But I didn't even get to ask you how have you been? Haven't talked to you for 2 weeks. What's going on with you?
I've been good. How you
Anything
been?
interesting? Anything interesting happened in your life past 2 weeks?
Not really. Anything interesting happened?
Think about my life. See what
I'm trying to
happens.
think if there's anything specific. I've just been grinding on.
Hmm.
How about yourself, my friend?
I got a haircut.
Nice.
Yeah. Remember what I told you last time, my haircut story? The 5 minute shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a haircut. Don't want to go back to great clips
Yeah.
that slash supercuts, supercuts of Texas. And I was looking around. My sister mentioned one to me a while back, and yeah, I wanted to get a haircut, and I checked them out, and you know, they're not like supercut prices, so they're a little bit more expensive,
Hmm.
but they sure did pamper me up. It was like a pamper
So,
treatment.
what is supercut prices? How much
Like
is a haircut?
sometimes they give you like $4 off or something, so maybe you pay like $12, something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and
In
you give
these
like
days,
yeah, and you
dude,
give like tip. Then
I pay a lot of money for my haircuts then.
is it like the 60 range?
Uh,
For her? A
it's
little higher.
40, 42 before tip.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So this one is kind of similar, 40, but I did for the first time the beard treatment. I was like, what? I was
Mm.
like, oh, never. I usually just cut it myself, but
You're
I
a
was like,
beard guy, right?
it's like, hey,
So they shape you up.
yeah, they
You
shaped me
look
up.
pretty shaped up, dude.
Thank you. And you know, let me show you what the place looks like at first.
Okay.
I
So
have it.
it's like an independent shop, I'm assuming.
It's a chain,
It's a
but
chain, okay.
it's a cool chain. They've have multiple stores.
Off the chain.
It's called the Diesel Barbershop.
Diesel.
Yeah, and it's kind of rock and roll-ish in there. There's all these
Mm,
pictures and stickers all over the place, and
nice. Interesting.
playing alternative music and stuff
Right
like
up
that.
your alley,
Has
Mr. Gage.
yeah. So yeah, they it was a pretty good service. I enjoyed it. Hey, just imagine me. That's me or something.
That's you right there.
Yeah. What is it called? So I got the haircut and the beard. So it's about like 60 something, not including the tip, whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was an hour session, so I was like, oh, getting my
Nice.
money's
That's
worth,
dude.
right? It's like
Yeah,
it's an hour.
definitely, right?
So
Really
it's like
taking
they're
the
taking their
time,
time, they're talking
sculpting.
to me. Hey, so
Yeah.
oh, I noticed you do jujitsu because I had my jujitsu shirt on. Oh, are you out of
Jiu-jits,
town? Because I
jiu-jits
had
guy.
San Francisco jujitsu. So she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
are you from out of town?" It's like, oh, I just moved out here, blah blah. Blah. But no, the small
Yeah.
talk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
what is it
so I'm
called?
assuming you're happy with the haircut and the beard
Yeah,
treatment.
and they're really all about their customer service. Like when you walk in, they're like, "Hey, do you want a drink?" Like, and they have a list
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
cans and like, "Oh, you want a beer?" They have beers that you can
Yeah, I
drink.
love that some shops do that. Yeah, while
And then
you're
they had
waiting.
arcade. Yeah, there's arcades you can play for free. Like they have like some kind of Pac-Man or some shit like that,
Yeah,
arcade
it makes the
games.
waiting like
I didn't have
more
to wait, but
enjoyable.
Janice is waiting. It's like,
But
"Hey, do you want a drink?" And,
oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Nice.
And so they gave me the little trim first, and took their time with the fades and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. And after that, she was doing the beard, and she had to like bring my chair down like this. And then when she was doing down
Hmm.
here, I was like, I was like fucking, I'm all ticklish by my neck, dude.
Sweet.
She's cutting it, and I don't
Fucking
know. It's like
Sweeney Todd action.
she put a towel
Gotta
on my
protect
eyes
your neck.
because she put a towel to like, because there's lights right above, like here. But then it feels weird. I can't see, and I feel this. I'm like, sorry, man, I'm just ticklish. And for some reason, I'm more ticklish here. She did this side, and I wasn't being tickled as much.
Oh,
And after she did a little of the beard and she cut my hair, she's like, "Oh, we're gonna wash your hair now." It's like, okay. Dip me down, and then I thought she was just gonna do my hair. She's like, "I'm just gonna scrub your beard." She started scrubbing it, and then here I am again, like
mhm.
all getting choked. And then she put like a
Yeah.
really hot towel on
Don't
my
touch
face.
my neck.
She put a really hot towel on my face that had like lavender or something. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's a very calming
Calm down,
experience
sir.
besides the neck
The neck.
grabbings. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's, even if I didn't do jiu-jitsu, I think I still like, don't touch my neck,
Yeah, people have their
Whenever they
tickly
put,
spots.
whenever they put that white shit, I don't know, kind of gives me a little tickle every time they put it on.
Yeah.
And after that, she was touching up here and there, looking around. She did my mustache, and they had a little massage thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna massage your shoulders, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
this is a
nice.
nice little touch, massaging my shoulders
Full,
too.
full service.
Then after that, I was on my way, and like, hey, you want? Because I wasn't thirsty. It's like, hey, want to bring some drinks home? It's like, well, sure, I'll take a beer.
What?
She let me
Really?
like, yeah, take a can. Had a little, they're cans, but still good. Then, oh,
Nice.
does your wife want one too? Then she got a can of
Oh my
beer too.
goodness.
Got the full treatment.
So nice.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for that shitty experience, I wouldn't have seeked anything better, right? I would have just been like, okay, I'm okay with life and getting these haircuts. It's fine, but like, because I had such a bad experience, I wanted something better. And then this is like the show you roll thing. It's like, oh, once I experience this, it's hard to go back to the cheap cuts, the cheap geese
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the same thing that happened to me, right? I had my barber that I was with for years and didn't work out, so I had to go elsewhere, look for greener
I
pastures.
I remember the story. Did you tell it here? You did, right?
Well, yeah, I
We
think
just
so.
didn't say specifics, or did we?
I can't remember how specific we got, but whatever.
I think you said it was a friend of a friend,
Yes.
from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly. Looking for
Yeah.
greener pastures.
Yeah. So I'm glad I had a good time. I think I'll have another cut before Hawaii, but
Nice. Yeah.
yeah. I don't usually go to haircuts that often, unless it's
How
like
often do you go?
I could go 3 months without getting a haircut.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Um,
I used
for some
to.
reason, my hair, I don't care if this gets long in the sides. And if this gets long, I just part it. If the beard bothers me, I just trim it. But it's only when like I have like occasions where like I know I'm about to take pictures and stuff. Then that's usually when I get my haircut. It's like, oh, we're going to
Interesting.
Hawaii. I'm gonna take some pictures there, so I better get my haircut.
Gotta look fresh.
Yeah, but I don't need to
I
keep my
used to
image. Yeah, I don't need to keep
Yeah,
this image I have.
you don't have an image that you need to uphold.
No. Sorry, you gonna say?
That I used to be like a 6-week guy, but now I'm a monthly guy.
Oh, okay. I do know your hair gets really curly and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, because
You
it's
don't-
so fucking wild, I have to.
Man, you should
Especially since
afro it sometimes.
Especially since I don't do product
Oh, you don't put anything.
typically. Yeah, so I'm like, afro it, dude. I don't know, man. It would.
You
It would
gotta get the
fucking
comb.
afro.
Get the comb off it here. Who knows that, man? I think I know what you'd look like. Let me
I
see.
think I know what I would look like too. I would look like John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Wait, yeah, show me a picture. I'm gonna show you one that I think you'd look like.
Yeah, let's see.
You styled
John
it.
Ralphio.
Not like if it was just like not styled. Man, are you not showing me all the cast? Wait, hold on here. You're missing some people. This guy. Images. How do I was trying to find him on Ring of Power. Okay. Rings of Power. Okay. You have your picture?
Forgot my picture.
Oh, where are you? Sorry. I have to minimize. Oh, there you are. There you are, Peter. Okay.
I feel like it
Okay.
would look like that,
Yeah, I think so.
right? Just like kind of growing in all directions.
Yeah, that one right there.
This
Oh,
one?
man. No, below that.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just big hair.
I think. Well, that's more wavy, but
Well, my hair is wavy.
yeah. Yeah, it would look like that.
Just out of control.
All right, my guy
My guy.
from Rings of Power. This motherfucker over here. Right? I think your hair would look something like that.
More end up being more. Oh yeah, it's similar, right?
It'd be really wavy. Ah! Yeah. You'd be a Jerry.
I don't know
like,
if it would
you
be
need,
quite. I don't know if
you
it'd
need
be
the
quite
soul
that
glow.
curly.
You need the soul glow
Jerry
to make
curly.
that. Soul glow. But hey, your hair could look like this. This is nice. I could
Yeah, it
see
could.
that.
But it always annoys me, so I just cut it.
You need to let it grow.
Let it grow. Let that soul
Yeah,
grow.
I could see that. I could see that hair.
You could see me
Yeah,
rocking
man.
that hair.
Yeah, definitely.
Just doing a lot of head tosses.
But you like what's the word? Efficiency. Like no fuss, no muss. Like I don't want to style it all the time.
Well, yeah, like I only put product in when, like you said, like special occasions. So on my
Yeah.
daily, I just comb it and
Yeah.
just let it be.
Like for me, this is my normal. But when I style, I part it this way because it gives it more volume instead of like bringing it up here that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I
like
have a
mine
technique.
it just has volume. It's just no matter what I do, it's volumized.
Man, if you were to grow out the mustache and the beard, you'd be like a
Yeah.
different person, dude.
Yeah, you wouldn't even recognize me.
You'd be like a homeless guy. Miguel, is that you?
Can I get some money?
I'm sure you could rock it. I'm sure you could make it happen. So
Yeah, I'd make it work, but it just I could imagine how uncomfortable it'd be. Like that once the hair gets long enough to go in my ears, I get so annoyed.
So what did you do during the pandemic? You found haircuts that allowed you? Was it like Bernard's
No,
friend to
it
help you
grew
out?
and it because how long were we like locked down where we didn't leave our houses? It's only a
'Cause
couple months.
I know me. I kept it like growing, and then I did the half shave thing. I shaved it off,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I had the beard as long as can be. My hair was just growing and growing. But I don't know about you. What were you
I
doing?
think we were only locked down for like 3 months. And yeah, it
Hmm.
just was very long. Actually, I might have
But your
pictures from Steph's
your
graduation.
haircut came out. Your haircut people. We could only do outside haircuts.
Yeah, like I was able to do haircuts probably like 3 months after the lockdowns. I
Yeah.
feel like. So it wasn't as long as your area.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too
They
bad.
were essential though. The hair cutters. Actually, not in my area. They weren't essential.
Yeah, because people were going nuts.
And how many people like became cave people? There's like some employees I know
I
that
think a lot of people.
they don't still like to show off their faces and stuff. It's crazy.
They don't want to show what they look like.
Yeah. They're kind of pushing it for us to like have our webcams on. And I don't mind. I have a webcam on all the time right now. But it's just funny. Cave people.
All right, dude. I think I found a picture of me without my haircut.
Okay.
See if I can hear this.
Mr. Smiley over here. Okay, the smile went away. Okay, it's back. Man, you look different. You were inside
There
for
you
so
go.
long. You're so white, dude. You didn't see the light of day.
This is May 2020.
Wow.
Almost 3 years ago. Look at that hair.
Wow.
There you go.
Man, you need a headband.
There you go.
Right? I can see you rocking a headband for the hair. I don't even know you. You're so different.
Oh
Man.
my god. What 3 years can do, right?
Wow. Like your cheeks look different? I don't know.
That's the face of that's a,
I think because you're so zoomed into
dude,
it's
I
like
must have been
I
heavier
can like
too at that point.
yeah, you're heavier. It's so zoomed in, like I can just stare at your features
Let's
that
see
I
what I
never
was
noticed
weighing.
before. Not to mention the
So that's what
lighting
she
is
looked
so
like.
the lighting is so exposed, like it's up
Harsh.
like yeah, it's harsh lighting. Right above.
At that time I must have been like 175.
Yeah.
So like
Man.
almost 30 pounds heavier.
See, if you just shave the sides and you style it, it would look okay.
But look how tall it is though. It's so tall.
That's true.
Oh, I can't look
So
at
this
that
was
anymore.
this was staring at it some more. So wait, when was that? Like the height of pandemic? You just getting out?
Yeah, like May. That was May 2020. So like
So we did
right
some
when the
podcast.
lockdowns were starting to calm down. Did we start the
Yeah.
podcast by that point? Had we? I don't think. Did we? Is that when we first started?
Oh, gotta look up
Gotta look at our YouTube, huh?
Gotta look at the first one we posted.
Oh man, I can't believe we've been at it this long. It's kind of crazy.
Right? We have
good,
been
man.
at it.
People didn't think it was gonna last.
Where's the money?
Where's the money?
It's still not here, but that's not why we did it.
Where's the money? Give me the money.
The money. Alright. I gotta look up pages per view. Come papers, no. Gotta keep going.
Come papers. Oh.
Alright, first episode is when did we oh god, it keeps going. One more. There we go. When did we post this?
Just keeps going.
I know.
Come papers.
Oh man, I gotta play something after this.
Oh man. Being a bird dad? A joke of being a bird dad?
June 30th, 2020.
Oh, so right after that, like a month later.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
it's crazy.
Oh my.
Sorry, I just want to play something real quick.
Okay. Are you
Sorry, I'm
gonna
just
play the
laughing.
first episode? What are you playing? First episode? Miguel.
All right, Hollow Man. It's
Hello.
been a pleasure. Thanks for having
Hello.
my
It was at this
Dude, we're
moment.
different guys.
belated birthday. Well, what is that
Oh,
face you're
shit.
making? Don't tell me your GarageBand stopped recording.
It did.
Nine
When?
views.
I don't know, man. Maybe the first time there was a problem.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
He looks so
serious.
Oh my god, that face is sadness.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. How could this happen to me?
We've actually come a long way, I feel like.
We
It's
did.
crazy.
We have come a long way.
Come a long way in nearly 3 years.
Oh,
Nearly
man.
3 years we've been at this, dude.
Has it been 3 years?
We're coming up. If that was June 2020, we're only a couple months, 3 months away from
Man.
June 2023. It's pretty
Sorry,
impressive.
I'm just looking at all these old videos that we posted. Oh man. Oh. It's okay. I'm just going down memory lane. It's like when you see the thumbnail and then the words, you're like, oh, I remember that conversation.
You remember it, right? You remember it.
Yeah.
You remember it. Which
Yeah.
is, it actually reminds me of something. So last night, Andrea came over because it was her birthday, and Luke
Stepsister,
turned on. Sister-in-law.
sister-in-law.
Her son Luke put on Disney Plus and put on 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Dude, even though I haven't seen that movie in years,
It
it's
rings.
like all of those scenes. I'm like, dude, I remember this movie. Like, I don't remember the sequence and I don't remember exactly where it goes. But as I'm
Yeah.
seeing it, I'm like, dude, I remember that.
Like you could predict what's about to happen.
Yeah, like the scene where the puppies are being born and the Dalmatian dad and the husband are like waiting in the kitchen all stressed
Yeah.
out.
So it's kind
And
of
the
like music.
puppies-
It's like music where you can't really remember the lyrics if you were to just say it, like
Mhm.
or think of it. But if you heard the
as you
music
hear it-
going along, you're like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
it's
in
up
there.
to me, it's up to me. Same OG, would have been low
Right?
key.
And I hadn't seen, like, when was the last time I watched that movie? It must have been 15 plus years, I would think.
It lied dormant
Or
in your
maybe
brain.
20. How old am I? Like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, but I've seen it, I guess, so many times as a kid. Yeah, that it's in there.
Yeah. But you didn't have to use it for a while.
No, but it was in there.
It's kind of like, you ever watch Inside Out?
Yeah.
How they're just stored in little balls, but if you don't use them right away, like
the
it just-
memories.
they get all gray, and then some germ comes and gets rid of them.
Takes them.
But then, like something like the bubblegum ad, just like stays with you, and you're like, I can't believe I remember that. It's just
Yeah.
it's stuck in your
Yeah.
head. Yeah, definitely. That's funny, man.
Yeah, it was kind of trippy how like all these separate scenes. I'm like, dude, I remember this, and I feel like I remember like being a little kid watching it.
I remember the live action one, and they were like game testing a game
Is that the Glenn Close one?
yeah, and then the kid was game testing the Dalmatian game,
Mhm.
and the kid was like, I don't know, because I was like, oh man, that game looks fun. I want to play that. But it wasn't a
I
real
want that
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can remember a scene vividly.
Right? You just remember it. It's weird.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that movie in years, and just comes back into my life.
Right. So speaking of movies, have you watched anything recently?
Mainly just been watching Mandalorian. Trying to think. It's good. This season's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's I feel like it was stronger than the second season. I know you're not that into it, but it's
I remember the second one being pretty strong.
this season I feel like is stronger.
Yeah. Does it make you want to watch Boba? Or you're like, fuck Boba?
I saw the episodes I needed to see. I know how the season ends.
Okay. Yeah.
But it makes me wonder, like, because I've heard in the rumor mill that they might let Jon Favreau take over Star Wars as far as being like the head of the Star Wars division of Disney.
Oh.
And
Kind of like the J.J. Abrams of Star Wars.
yeah, right? The J.J. Abrams or the Kevin Feige of Star
yeah.
Wars.
That's true. Kevin Feige is the Marvel guy, huh?
Yeah. So
I can see that. I mean, you proved yourself.
I think so, because the last episode there was a scene where Grogu flashed back to, I guess he was around during Order 66,
Order
and
66 is
when the clones killed all the Jedi.
Oh, he was around there.
He was around.
They
and
plugged
there
him
was
in.
Yeah, they plugged him in there. They retconned him in there.
Just in there all of a sudden.
He was one of the younglings at the Jedi Temple.
Gotta hide.
But they had like a scene of him getting rescued by a Jedi. I guess the guy that played Jar Jar Binks apparently was, but he wasn't. He was just him. He
Yeah.
wasn't like. But the scene, it was a pretty compelling like chase scene.
Oh,
Like,
my heart.
I wonder if this was like a little test, like a little dry run to see what they could do with more Jedi oriented things.
When you were saying that, so that's the Order 66 is what Palpatine told Darth Vader
Yeah.
to do. Hey,
Initiate
Order 66.
Order 66. And then they shoot down. They
Can
shoot all
you,
the Jedis.
Can you find the scene where it's like, Master Anakin, where is everyone? And then he turns on the fucking lightsaber, and the kid's like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, I saw on social media. There was a
Dude,
picture of
you talking about
Hayden
scenes that fly,
and that
scenes that
kid.
fly in your head is just the thing about the kid who he kind of jolted when he saw the lightsaber turn on.
Dude, there was a picture on social media of Hayden Christensen and that kid taking a picture together, like in
He's an
modern
adult now?
times, where he's all grown.
That's hilarious.
Order 66. Anakin.
I don't need to see the Jedi's dying. I just need to see
Anakin kills
Master
younglings.
Anakin.
Anakin kills younglings.
Because I just remember how
And
he
then
just he got juked. What is the saying when you juke back? What is that word I'm looking for?
he was taken aback. And
Flinched. He
Anakin
flinched.
Anakin wasn't a master, so he gave Anakin the wrong title. That was the whole reason Anakin went nuts.
It's all here, as we discussed.
Make him a master.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be. Sorry, Anakin, you can't be a master.
It's like,
There's
well,
too much darkness in you, or some shit.
Fuck the Jedi.
It seems like the Jedi are full of themselves, and then you actually cause the fucking darkness.
Yeah. They
Even
kinda
fucking
did,
Luke.
right? They
Fucking
couldn't
Luke.
get out of their own way.
Fucking Kylo's. He's gonna betray me. I better kill
they-
him before he does it. And then you actually caused it, you fuck.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
You think like the Jedi knows everything? They're as dumb. as
They don't.
fuck.
They're
Fucking
just people.
Master Anakin. What are they gonna remaster this again? Make
Yeah,
it look
they did with
incredible?
Grogu. It looks pretty good.
We were ordered to hide. Dun, 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 dun. Just cut.
I hope they show that kid. Oh, there.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
It looks like you when you were a kid, you fuck.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah, one more time. I don't know why I exaggerated it. It's so subtle.
Slightly taken aback. Oh, like he's almost gonna fall over.
Did any other of the kids?
I think they just stood there, man. No, they just stood there. Oh, you know I gotta see the fucking
What you got?
Anakin fucking
Meets the
your
kids?
new empire. Anakin,
What?
you're breaking my heart.
No. That's when he became Darth Vader. No. His first words as Vader. I don't even know you anymore.
Yeah.
You're breaking my heart. Padme. Had please.
All right. I don't need any
Fragments.
Obi-Wan,
What are you doing out here?
I was so worried about you. Obi-Wan told me terrible things.
You with him, aren't you?
He said you turned to the dark side,
You killed young.
that you killed younglings.
You did, you son of a bitch.
Obi-Wan is trying to turn you against me.
He cares about us.
Us.
You're gonna have to pay for your
He knows.
crimes anyways. You just killed
He wants to help
Killed
us.
younglings.
You can't go back now, Bob. You can't go back.
Anakin, all I want is your love.
Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that.
At what cost? You're a good person. Don't do this.
I won't lose you the way I lost my mother. I am becoming more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of. And I'm
Fear
doing
leads
it
to
for you,
hate.
to protect you.
Hate leads to suffering.
Come away with me.
I forgot the words. You gotta find that
Help me
next.
take our
I know.
Leave everything
Star
else
Wars.
behind while we still can.
Suffering.
We don't have to run away anymore. I have brought peace to the Republic. I am
Kiss
more
my ass.
powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him.
Damn, Anakin.
And together,
even
you
know
and
you.
I can rule the galaxy. Make things the way we want them to be.
He does look crazy.
I don't even know you.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan.
Shut
The
your mouth,
Jedi
woman.
turned against me. Don't you turn against me.
Hey, woman.
I don't know you anymore.
Real man.
She's breaking
Breaking my heart.
Anakin, you son
You're
of a
going
bitch.
down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
You're in love with
Because
him.
of what you've done. What you plan to do.
Yeah, Anakin.
Stop. Stop now. Come back. I love you.
Obi-Wan over there.
Liar!
We're together,
No.
Anakin. Deal with it.
Go with him! You brought him here to kill me!
No.
Fucking force choking.
Let's go, Anakin! Let her go.
You just killed your wife.
He did.
Look what you made me do.
You turned her against me!
I've done that shit.
You have
myself.
done that yourself.
You know this.
I know this scene. I know for some fucking reason.
You will not take it from me. Your anger and your lust for power have already done that.
My dad hates this
You have
Anakin
allowed
so
this
much.
dark
I
lord
don't even
to
watch
twist
these
your mind
anymore.
You're
until
supposed
now
to hate him though.
He hates
you
his
have become
Obi-Wan
the
too.
very thing you swore
Really?
to destroy.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
let
I
me,
like him.
Obi-Wan.
I like
see
Ewan
through the
McGregor.
lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you
To be
do.
sure. Owen.
I have brought peace,
Your new
freedom,
empire.
justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
Don't make me kill you.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
If
Democracy.
you're not with me,
You're against me.
then you're my enemy.
Oh
Only
shit! I got it wrong.
Sith deals in
Only a
absolute.
Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will
You didn't do it the
try.
cool way, where you just force
Yeah,
force
right.
grab it.
It's like
Now
I
like
ain't got- I don't got
Yoda.
time for that. Oh yeah, you
Yoda
wanted
force.
Yoda's peace leads to what is
Yeah.
it? Fear leads to hate. Hate
Yeah,
leads
fear
to
leads-
anger.
Anger leads to suffering.
Yoda. Fear.
Gobble gobble. Oh, not gobble. Waka waka. Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Oh, Kirby. Oh, hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to hate.
I don't even know
Frank
how
Oz,
we got here.
dude. Frank
I don't
Oz.
know how we got here.
Here
Oh.
we go. Good, they're using puppets still.
Cold, sir.
Cold, sir.
Afraid?
What am I doing?
No,
I
sir.
don't know. Wait, hold on.
Trying to go full screen here.
There, the square. No, the square on the very right.
Damn it. It's hidden from me.
Oh, I see. Yoda did that.
Fucking
Doesn't want you
Yoda.
to see it.
feel you.
Cold, sir.
I'll feel you.
Afraid, are you?
No, sir.
Should you? We can.
Damn, this looks old as fuck.
I know.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose
Too
her, I think.
What does that got to do with anything?
Everything. Fear is the
Fear
path
is
to
the
the dark
dark
side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
What happens to you? Damn, look at Sam Jackson. He looks young as fuck.
I sense much fear in you.
Gotta give him the boot.
Wait, can you rewind it? It's still there. Can it's always in that right, the left corner in the middle. He never leaves. All right, somewhere in the middle is. Oh,
What does that got
wait.
to do with
Yeah,
anything?
pause it there.
Afraid to
Is Obi-Wan in
Right
there?
there.
No, I don't think
No.
Obi-Wan's in there.
Is Sam holding
Tablet?
Mjolnir? Is he holding Mjolnir? What's going
What
on
is he
here?
holding?
That looks like Thor's hammer, dude.
What is he holding?
Afraid to lose her, I think.
Maybe it reads
What does that got to
Metachlorians.
do with anything?
Everything. Fear
Fear is the path to dark side.
Fear leads to
Leads
anger.
to anger.
Anger leads to hate.
hate.
Hate leads to
Leads to
suffering.
suffering. Hmm.
Hmm.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum, dum.
Oh man.
man.
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
So if they let Jon Favreau take over, maybe it'll be revamped
Yeah.
because they want to make money off that shit like they did
Yeah,
on
but-
Marvel.
Let me ask you, how much are you gonna see it? Is it just gonna be until our grandkids?
Well, I
Are
just
done with
don't
it?
know where they're gonna fucking take. They would take the story. Like Are they just gonna do one-offs? How are they gonna do it? I have no idea.
Yeah. But it's funny though. You think you're done with it, but they reel you back in, huh, Miguel?
Yeah.
Did they
The
reel
only
you
thing-
back in with Marvel? Or is it still like 50-50?
No, I mean, I'll still watch it, right? But Ant-Man kind of it was like it's a fucking roller coaster, right? All these Phase 4 movies like brought me down. Then Black Panther 2 brought me back up. Then Ant-Man brought me down again. It's a fucking roller coaster ride.
So I did watch Wakanda Forever.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you enjoy it as much as
It was
I seem
it
to
was
enjoy it?
enjoyable. And I mean I the way they handled the death was good, and
Mhm.
you know,
Off screen, right?
yeah.
Happened off screen.
She what's her name? The sister?
Sorry.
She just looked like she aged a lot. Like she's
Yeah,
like
she grew up.
lank, her tail, her neck is so
Tail-
long.
her tail. Well, it's
Her
like
neck and
when first one come out? 2018, I think. So it's been like 5 years, almost
yeah.
5 years.
And
So it makes sense.
the first time I saw her was in Black Mirror, the final episode with the museum.
Oh wow, she was really young in that.
Yeah. That was like early days of her.
I can't even remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, so the story was good. I mean, Namor. He was fine.
He's alright.
It was it's kind of like you guys don't see how similar you are as
Mhm.
a culture, but you just think differently and how you want to handle war against the surface people and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think she handled it correctly, because it's true, right? There would be a revolt if you took the leader, and you're forever gonna like people growing up is like, bro, we're gonna take them one day, you know? Like,
Yeah,
it's never gonna end. And yeah.
Yeah, I felt like he was an interesting character. Good actor. I've never seen him in anything before, but felt like he was a good actor.
Yeah. The only things is the female Tony Stark. I was like, what's going on? Like, I just felt
I
like,
saw that coming though.
yeah,
Ironheart. Yeah, I saw that coming.
is she the daughter of
I don't know what her
War
backstory is.
Machine?
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
I think, but she is a character in the comics.
Okay.
So I knew. I was like, oh, I was like, she's like the spiritual successor to Iron Man.
Yeah. I mean, there was one callback. She's in an Iron Man suit, but
Yeah.
Tony Stark is not mentioned
Dude,
ever
no-
again anymore.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Nobody's gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna replace Robert Downey Jr. though.
I know.
Iron Man.
It just felt like it kind of belittled his success.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did make a fucking time machine, but no one ever talks about that.
No.
It was kept
No.
between the Avengers, like, hey, just so you know, we figured out how to go back in time and shit. But
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like I'll watch, but I don't think they're ever gonna hit the same heights that they did with
Yeah.
the Infinity Saga.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm kind of like taking a back burner from like Hollywood movies as much these days.
So
And
what
just-
kind of movies are you watching then?
No, I haven't been watching. I'm just watching it Seinfeld.
Oh, nice. Right?
It's just like, you know, we've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu stuff, so
No time.
I hadn't find any time for like when we come back, we just want something low key.
Light. I
So,
feel you.
yeah.
I feel you.
But
So
the only time I watched the movie was Wakanda with my parents. So
yeah, not a lot of
about
time to watch too much anymore.
I'm
For us,
I'm adulting.
it's Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is our sitcom, and then yeah, we're watching Mandalorian, but yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
So
But oh man, there's only like 2 more seasons with Seinfeld, and it's like, you know what
Yeah, you
happens when you're done with it? You're like, what are we gonna watch now?
Gotta
Like
find a new sitcom.
I have to think pre-events before
Think
it
ahead of
ends,
what you're gonna watch next.
because there's gonna be like, if we can't, we're like, we'll spend 30 minutes like, what do you want to watch, and then we'll not agree.
I think finding a new I think having a sitcom is crucial, because I mean we went from Modern Family and then Parks and Rec, so it's like you just got to find a new one to latch onto.
Yeah. But our guilty pleasure though, we like Amazing Race.
Mm,
We've always liked watching that.
yeah,
There's new seasons on Netflix. I might watch that. It's fun when
Yeah.
you're involved with the characters, kind of thing. But
I'm rooting for them.
yeah, one of them was like YouTube stars and stuff, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, I know these two from this channel, Rooster Teeth. They're like
Oh,
a
you
gaming
do?
channel.
That's funny.
And then there's that magician Instagram guy who'd always like, he's like, I think he's Filipino or something, but he'd always like show you something and then he grabs it, and then he's one of those people that made it all famous to do like magic on social media.
Oh, okay,
I'm sure you've probably seen his video,
maybe not.
but let's see. Doesn't ring a bell, huh? Anyways, it's not important. I don't need to see his shit. Anyways, that's my guilty pleasure show. And
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, I have to figure out what happens after Seinfeld.
Start thinking.
They've been
So
getting
Jen-
really they've been getting kind of cringy lately, where they're always like,
Seinfeld.
yeah, just like,
They're the
"Oh."
bad guys, right? They're just terrible people.
There's always like something like, there's a bread one trying to like,
Oh, the marble rye.
yeah.
Give me the rye. You old
then-
bag.
That lady comes to play later.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there was one with Kramer. He's like, oh, I'm gonna follow Da Vinci where I only sleep 20 minutes at a time. That way I have more time during the day. And he'd always be sleepy, or he would wake up Seinfeld in the middle of the night. I'm bored. I need some. You want to watch something?
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Yeah. I'm still waiting for that Macy's Day Parade one. I don't know when it's gonna pop up. I think it's a Macy's Day Parade or something like that.
Yeah,
All I know is there's bleachers and they have to go underneath the bleachers, and
Mm.
it was like a trek or something.
the one that sticks with you.
Yeah.
Go on without me.
Yeah. To tell.
Ta-ta, ta-ta.
Yeah. So you said you were watching what again right now?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. With Rashida Jones,
Rashida Jones, Amy Poehler, Rashida Jones,
the one who
Aziz Ansari. It's a
she's
good
the one that
show.
she's the one that canceled John Lasseter.
Rashida Jones?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
One of them. I mean, I think her and some other people complained about John Lasseter.
When did she work with John Lasseter? On
She
some
was
anime?
helping with the Toy Story movie or something. But I was just saying to Janice, like, that's when the whole Me Too thing happened, is when like Hollywood started to change, because the passing of the guard, like, it's not the manliness anymore.
Clean
right?
house.
Yeah.
Clean house.
So then that's when the checklist started showing up,
Mm-hmm. It is.
Wakanda Forever like had one little checklist, but it was in the very end, and it was like one of the security, the warrior ladies, and all of us, thanks, love.
Oh,
saying
yeah,
The only one. It was a subtle one, but then I was like, there it is.
There you
Yeah.
are.
It's like, you're always like, when are you gonna show it? Like, I wasn't thinking of it, but when it popped up,
You're talking about the L's. The L's. The alphabet people.
the alphabet. Yeah.
Oh.
It's other times.
We can't
Yeah.
avoid it, man.
Let them have their fun.
Let them have their fun. Oh,
I mean,
just
that
just-
the TikTok video I showed you.
TikTok.
Oh,
Hide your kids. Hide your kids.
hi, kids. I'm talking to you.
Oh my god.
Your parents fucked up or some shit like that.
Hide your kids.
So I sent Miguel a little Instagram thing that was disturbing about some TikToker, and he does TikToks for little kids, and he just tells them that your parents are wrong and they don't understand and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I was a little weird. It's like this strange man. I don't know if he identifies as a man, but if you don't know what
Talking to the kids.
yeah, and if you don't know what your kids are looking at, and then he's filling them up with stuff to make it look like you're the bad guy as a parent, like
Mhm.
because you don't understand them. But I don't know. It's kind of
Well,
sketch.
Well, it's just funny because I saw that same clip earlier the week because I was watching a Patrick Bet David video on, I guess, his podcast.
I didn't know you
and-
started listening to him.
I just recently started, and I'm like,
Oh.
dude, it's
Good conversations, right?
yeah.
Him and his
'Cause it-
crew of two
Mhm.
other
yeah,
people.
his crew, yeah. Because they had somebody from Gays Against Groomers on the podcast.
Oh, gays against groomers, huh? Sorry, remember the Meet Kevin days? I was showing you a clip of him with
Mhm.
them. It's like I
Yeah,
was like, wow,
yeah.
let's listen to them now.
it's
It's
coming
like
full circle.
full circle.
Yeah.
So gay grooming, like
Gays Against Groomers. Because like what you were
Oh.
saying with that TikTok
so
video,
they're gay, but they
don't like what's going on with the community targeting children.
Hmm.
Like, leave the kids alone.
But do you think their voices get out there because it's going against?
They get a lot of
General.
pushback. They get accused of being like conservatives.
Just because you have a different opinion, then it's all of a sudden you're put in a camp. And
Mhm.
shit, dude.
And that's that's what is the prevalent thing these days. If you're not like ticking certain boxes, then you're the enemy.
You're the anti.
Yeah,
Or
but
you're the-
it's
Yeah.
but people have the right to their opinions, no matter what their opinions are.
Mhm.
And I think we can't lose sight of that, regardless of what people's opinions are. Is you gotta
Yeah.
just discuss and
But what's
and
scary
really-
is when you have a platform that if you speak opposite, maybe they don't show it as much.
yeah,
And then
I mean, and that's what
less
all those
eyes
like
are on it. And
the
stuff.
Twitter files were coming out about, like selective censorship on different stories and the double standard. Like Russell Brand is talking a lot about the double standard and mainstream media and how they approach different stories depending on who it serves. So I mean, nobody's hands are clean. Everybody's dirty. It's just the way it's portrayed is biased.
Yeah. Because you hardly hear the other side's perspective.
Just like we were looking at with the January 6th thing, right? Like everybody has their agendas, right? And everybody has their slants, but you never even heard about this other slant until now. Almost.
Also, like I thought
years later.
everyone knew like about this slant, and I
Mm.
discussed it and with like some family members, like that happened,
Yeah.
and they think, but trying to explain that maybe they allowed them in, like they weren't having it. It's like no,
This-
it's
this
just
vid-
like
this
yeah,
video.
but it's my words against their beliefs.
Yeah, and
It's not like
it's
they're like, here, let me show you the video real quick.
yeah.
on
I'm
my
not
phone."
saying conservatives or Republicans are innocent either, right? But there's different perspectives. Well, not even different perspectives. There's different ways stories are portrayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I-
And we're
All you can
all
do is
yeah, we all have our own TV channels that we tune into, and we're all seeing other different things.
the person that I've been watching that I feel like has the best perspective on things, Russell Brand. Very unbiased and very just tells it how it is.
Yeah.
Because he's like a libertarian anarchist, so he doesn't have any skin in the game as far as picking sides.
Right. I could see that. Yeah.
But he's not afraid to, because I guess he just went on a bunch of mainstream media channels and did a bunch of podcasts, and his perspective is both sides are
got some blood. Blood
they're
on
all
their
dirty.
head.
They're all dirty, and he wants to tear the system down.
I mean, so far there hasn't been a better system.
Yeah,
You can go back to communism or something,
no. I think his
or have a
perspective-
king or a
just like
queen rule.
I guess old school federalism, where the federal government isn't as powerful as it currently is, and different municipalities like states, counties have much more control about how they run things, where
Right.
it's locally decided on different ways to approach how your community operates.
Yeah. But in this world where we're connected globally, because back then
How's that gonna
you
work? Yeah.
you didn't know what was going on in a different country.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
you
people
know what's
didn't-
going on in the next town or what's going on in your state, but you wouldn't really care about what's going on in another state someplace else and what they're
Yeah.
doing.
people didn't move around as frequently or were connected as easily. But it's kind of in effect, right? Like just the differences between your life in California and your life in Texas, right? They have different ways on different laws on different things, and just
Yeah.
different philosophies.
I mean, so far it doesn't feel like a lot has changed, but I would only feel it when the world is during its chaotic times. But I see the true colors. And yeah. Right now it just feels like status quo.
Yeah, right now it's like the calm before the storm.
Before.
I don't know. Who knows?
When are
Right?
we gonna see the storm?
And at any time, I don't know, man. Who knows?
When,
I mean, are we gonna
some-
have all-out war? Is that gonna
when
happen?
presidences come to play.
Are we gonna have another pandemic? Who knows, dude? Who knows?
I don't know. Are they done pushing that?
Well, I don't know if you heard about the raccoon dog, and they're
The
trying to say
raccoon dog?
that that's where COVID came from.
They're downplaying the lab.
Yeah, they don't want the lab to be the culprit.
But how does it officially become the true story? Does that have to go through court and then someone gets sued and it's like, all right, this is official?
I think the U.S. has too much blood on its hands as far as funding the research to ever truly admit that it came out of that lab.
Because yeah, we have our ties into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we basically funded.
Hmm.
Our grants went to paying for those labs.
Our Hugh Grants.
Fucking Hugh Grant.
Our huge grants.
Huge.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, man. Anyway, let's talk about some jits.
you want to talk jits now?
Yeah, let's. I mean, unless you want to keep talking about the world and how
No, we
fucked
can
up it is.
jit it up. Fucked up world in the fucked up place. Everyone's on with the fucked up face.
It's like it's to the point where just you stay informed, but in all honesty, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
We'll get back to it.
And I
Let's-
don't
let's
even
take a
talk. I
break.
don't even think about it until I come talk to you.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, now I mean I used to stress out about it, but now I'm just kind of like it sucks.
it
Bad
used
stuff is
to be-
happening. I
It used to
mean,
be a current discussion with us. Fucking COVID, it's a lockdowns. And
I guess
had
before we jump to the jits, have you heard about these banks that are like fucking collapsing?
I've heard, but it's very like, is it something we should all be worried about? Because
Well, the thing is, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like if everybody freaks out and wants to
takes their
pull all
money
their
out.
money out of the bank, then that's going to cause these banks to collapse because these banks don't have all the funds available to be able to pay out all these
Yeah.
people. So
so
it
how
just
does
shows
that?
how fragile the system is.
So how does that affect stocks? Like, would you put your money in stocks instead?
Well, that's
Or
the weird thing because again, I was watching Patrick Bet David and like the day after these two banks, the Silicon Valley Bank and the Signature Bank collapsed, the stocks were up. So yeah, maybe that's what people did.
take
Maybe
their money and put it there?
they put it in the stock market.
I mean, where else are you gonna do gold? But I don't think people
Some
care
people,
about gold as much. I know people say that, right? Put
I
money
feel
in
like gold might be the most stable because even the stock market will crash, right? If people don't have faith in the system, then they're gonna sell all their shit off, and it'll be just like the banks. So
put in platinum. My money's on platinum. Is it platinum?
right, so I could see why people would lean towards gold because I don't think gold is affected by the market really.
Yeah. What about bonds? What's going on in the
Well,
bonds?
I think that was the problem that these banks were bought into these bonds, these treasury bonds, but because the Fed was raising the interest rates, then the interest rates being raised puts into question this how solid our currency is. So then the yield of those bonds were lowered, and because people were pulling their money out, they had to sell these bonds in a bad spot, and they were just over leveraged. Is what I believe happened. So I don't know, man. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
You think Chase will be okay? Good old Chase.
I hope so. I don't know. I'm
household name.
what was it? What was it? Because is your money in Chase?
It's in Capital One.
Mm.
What's in your wallet?
I only have Chase credit cards, and I'm what was it? A revolver or a
Oh, yeah. We pay
I'm
it
one
off
that
all the time.
I pay it off every week. So
Yeah, me too.
I don't
Yeah,
have any debt with those
I have
guys.
my credit cards with Chase, but I have
me too.
my bank with Capital
One. My bank is a local credit union, so I think I'm okay. I guess. I mean, I don't keep too much money in there. A lot of my money is in my retirement account. That's the one I got to worry about.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends on all these banks over leveraging and thinking, I'll be all right. We're doing okay.
The kind of to take it back to the whole woke thing is like that Silicon Valley Bank. I guess they didn't have a risk management position. It was like vacant, or the risk management person. I can't remember if the risk management person was prioritizing what is it, equity stuff, like inclusion, like having certain numbers of certain checking boxes, right? Was more concerned about that versus the risks that the bank was under is something that I saw. So maybe they weren't paying attention to how precarious their position was. I don't know.
Yeah. Is it any way involved with crypto?
I don't think
Because
so.
a lot of these banks try to do this crypto shit now.
I'm not sure.
Started with PayPal, like, hey, we're doing crypto now,
Mm.
and like all these banks are like adding some kind of crypto. But it just sounds like, you know, hey, we want your money in a different way. That's
Yeah.
all.
Basically, right? Yeah, I don't know. And then there's conspiracy theories that they're trying to tank the US dollar so that they can put out the new Fed coin.
Where everything is backtracked now.
And I guess where it's going back to that social credit score where the Fed coin can be controlled and won't work like cash, right? Where you could restrict certain people's buying of certain things, possibly, is what some of the fears are.
I mean, it's kind of like the stars are aligned already. That here's a system, crypto, where everything is
On the blockchain.
everything has a log. Wouldn't that be great for America, where you don't have to question where the money is going? So, and we can like stop people's money flow easily when need to.
I mean, yeah, we saw it with even just those Canada truckers, just with their regular old bank accounts, where they froze their bank accounts or froze. I think even like froze the funds of people that were contributing to their GoFundMe accounts or some shit.
Go fuck me accounts.
Yeah.
Go fund me, bitch. Yeah.
So yeah, it's scary the power that these government entities have over how you live your life.
What is there to do?
Right?
If they institute it, then
What do you do? Fucking, what is it? Black Mirror. Back to the fucking social credit score Black Mirror, where your status goes down and
you talk
can't-
shit and stuff.
you can't do shit.
Fuck you. Are we still the highest dollar of all the countries?
Dude, I think the dollar is okay, so after we got off the gold standard, the whole reason the dollar was so strong was because it was the petrodollar, where
Gas.
there was an agreement that countries had to use US
Oh, yeah.
dollars to purchase fuel, but now that's not the case anymore. So
Yeah.
now there's nothing holding the US dollar up.
Except our imaginations.
Yeah.
It's like this agreed upon like number on a screen now.
Well, yeah. And I mean, the fact that they just keep printing more money to send to Ukraine, keep printing more money to bail these banks out that were collapsing. So inflation is getting out of hand and the interest rates are going up. So people don't want to borrow money. I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
So it sounds like we have to go to war. Because that's when money gets made during war times.
Well, that's just feeding into the fucking military industrial complex. That's the whole reason I think like we're so heavily leveraged on this whole Russia-Ukraine war is to fund all these fucking weapons manufacturers, because we literally went from leaving Afghanistan, that fucking 20-year war, and now we're contributing to funding the Ukraine's war effort. And if it keeps escalating and we do get into a war, then yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's crazy times. Like, I know I've probably brought this up a few times, that fucking fourth turning shit about
how it's always repeating.
Dude, it's almost like fucking clockwork, because World War II was like what? When was that? 1940s? 60, 80 years ago. And that's what they said the fucking turnings were, man. We're back into the fourth turning.
How do we know that this ancient apocalypse shit?
Fuck.
Like, back in the day, they think all these meteorites fell from the sky. You know, made the fucking ice all hot and stuff. Like, what if like nukes happened back then and someone nuked like an icy area to flood a civilization,
instead
a
of the
country?
fucking,
They had countries back
And
then,
we
but they
took
weren't
it-
called countries.
and we took ourselves out, and it's possible, right?
And
I
then
mean, just
nothing
'cause-
really survived, and we had to start all over because shit like that happened.
and
'Cause
nobody
we get-
remembered, or not.
Right?
Maybe not necessarily nukes, but some kind of weapon
yeah,
of that.
because like I said, this is a technology that we
They had different technology.
yeah, they had
according-
like vibration technology or some
Yeah,
shit, right?
so, it's possible that it wasn't the meteors and that they had some kind of conflict that destroyed everything.
I mean, shit. I mean, if you were to like, I mean, I guess they wouldn't have nukes back then. They'd something else, right?
Yeah,
But
but weapons
you
of
ev-
mass destruction.
Can you even tell by the way the land looks?
Well, I think they were the reason why Graham Hancock was saying about the Younger Dryas thing was they were looking at like the layers, the
Yeah.
different layers of sediment, and that there was a certain layer that had the ash or something. So yeah, I mean,
You think they didn't have explosions back
it
then?
could be ash from an explosion, right? We don't know.
You don't like. You think we could have discovered explosions before? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if these
Like
were
gunpowder,
highly-
how was that made again? How was gun? What is
where
it
did
from?
where did it come from?
Is it from
What
some kind of
elements?
mine? Yeah,
What elements do
it's not
gunpowder?
from. It's not from a tree or something. Has to be some kind of rock.
Yeah,
some
it's some kind
mineral,
of-
right?
Gunpowder.
Guarantee,
Potassium,
man.
nitrate, sulfate, and carbon.
So that's how Dr. Art exploded. You
Arts.
remember that? Fucking lost. This is very sensitive, okay?
Yeah,
One
so
little-
yeah, so elements from the earth, right?
Yeah. And has that ever happened naturally? Like things start mixing and all of a sudden, what the fuck was that? To get that to happen, man, it'd be crazy.
I mean, I think the closest natural occurrence is like a super volcano exploding.
Yeah. But harnessing volcanoes, that'd be crazy if we learned how to do that.
It's possible. Explode on command.
Can we harness lava as energy? Seems like we always avoid it.
Yeah, you would think so because it's all the heat, but the heat is beyond what our anything that we make can handle. I think.
Like steam power from all the water being
Right.
evaporated.
I mean, heat is energy, so there. Yeah, I mean, there's a potential.
Yeah. And you just keep rotating the volcano.
Like a fucking what is that? The like dams, right? Dams with the
You never know.
hydro energy.
We're not even talking about aliens coming down helping us out or anything.
No.
Is that even possible?
It's possible. Tic Tacs, right? Fucking Tic
Tic-
Tacs.
Yeah.
All these
Tic-tac life.
alien sightings.
Or we were an alien. The humankind.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think like jellyfish, like they came from a comet and they landed in the water and they just learned how to survive? It's like this strange creature that can glow at night and do some crazy colors and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't even have a fucking face. I don't even know how they get around. Where's their eyes? Where's your face, bro? Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah, we live on a strange world, man.
Mushrooms? They can
Psychedelic
talk. They can
mushrooms.
talk to us.
Yeah.
Dude, Yeah.
The
Trees that can communicate underground.
yeah,
with
they're
their
all
roots.
connected. Yeah.
If there's a
Fantastic.
fire coming, like they'll somehow get resistance from the fire. Like, what the fuck? Hold my hand, bro.
hold
Hold my roots.
Hold my roots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like every time you cut it down, they're screaming, and you have no idea.
Yeah. The underground network of their
Where's your-
connections.
Where's your face, bro?
It's right
Yeah.
here. Underground. You didn't see it.
Yeah. Anywho, Jits talk? Or you you want to use the bathroom
Yeah,
first?
let's do a bathroom break.
All right.
It
We'll get
was
some
good
Jits.
good conversations.
All right, man. See you in 5.
All right.
Hey, my buddy.
What's up?
I didn't know you had a guitar.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Do you partake now?
Are
Are you learning a little?
I was trying. I kind of stopped trying. I should start trying again.
Oh, a while back you tried?
Yeah, Steph's mom gave it to me because she was getting into guitars.
Nice. Were you trying to serenade Steph? How could this happen to me?
Yeah. It's hard, man. It's harder than it looks. You know.
Yeah. If your fingers aren't used to it too, it's like
Yeah.
even for me, like if I'm doing chords too long, it hurts my wrists. Even like if you have strong grips, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Just the weird, awkward.
And then like the tips of your fingers get all because those strings, man.
Yeah.
Those strings are no joke.
You gotta get callous, just like how you have over here when you lift, and over here when you're doing a lot of lasso shit.
Grips.
Yeah. Well, speaking of grips, how's your grips been in jiu-jitsu?
I want to hear about yours, you man.
Oh, my
And then
Houston challenge that I did.
We can get to me after.
Yeah. So, was it last Saturday? Last week Saturday? Yeah, I did the Houston challenge, and it's just like Henzo Gracie, a gym called Revolution Dojo, and a third one that I keep always forgetting. This sorry, the other guys. Yeah, we all had a small competition. The Henzo people hosted it this time.
Nice.
And I had, let's see, 5 people in my bracket. So my weight division was lightweight, even though like I told them I was light middleweight, or I don't know which
Did you
one's
weigh?
red.
Did you guys weigh in and all that?
No, it was like honor system kind of shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like super like. It's super small. Like it wasn't like official type of thing.
Just
I didn't even
get
get a
people
medal.
matches. Yeah.
I got like a paper that says you're
Certificate.
bronze.
You got a certificate.
Yeah. So, as you saw from my video that I had, I won one, and I didn't submit the guy, but I won by points until the time left. But it was like 5-4, and what's it called? We were at the edge of the mat, and they're like, hold. So you have to stay where you're at. My leg was kind of entangled with him, and I was thinking, oh shit, like I can win. I just have to make sure I don't like, get swept and lose my position or something. And I was like, all right, man, you're not gonna fuck this up. You're not gonna fuck this up. Like I really was like, I'm not losing.
So was that the third place match?
That was my first match, the one I
Okay.
showed. So, what's it called? The timer started, go, and I was able to get my leg out, and then I side controlled him, and then I could hear my corner like hold because there's only like 5 seconds left, and they didn't want me to like do anything stupid and accidentally get like just hold on.
Hang on.
Yeah. But it was a fun, intense. Like he tried to keep passing my guard, and he just kept going around and around.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at like not getting my guard passed, but I actually had a private with my coach right after that session, and he reviewed my tape and he's like, you're really good at not getting your guard passed, but you favor a side and you only play on one side. And he's like, he showed me different ways to like play from this side, the middle, this side, how to like bring someone up, like different ways with a collar and a sleeve. So that was pretty invaluable to me, like recording your matches to see like how you actually do jiu-jitsu and seeing it from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And also your coach's perspective, because I never thought, oh yeah, I am kind of like only playing on my sides all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think maybe I don't know, I feel at my most safest there.
It's what you're comfortable with. Makes sense.
Yeah. But he was just giving me, feedback to like be comfortable in different positions and have attacks for different angles and stuff like that. So my first match I won. I had maybe 10 minutes to rest. What I thought was going to happen was, because there's 5 people, I went with another person. I was thinking, oh, the other 2 are going to go before me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to rest a little more. And then my name got called. Like, what? I'm going again? These other people didn't even go yet.
Yeah.
And that guy...
Did you go with the guy who didn't go with anybody yet?
He didn't go with anyone. He's a fresh fuck.
Yeah.
I guess they call it the buy. Like,
yeah, he had to buy
stand.
the first round. Yeah.
Yeah. So he came in fresh, and I could feel how fresh it was because he's like pushing me all hard and shit. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And I was caught off guard because I was thinking I have more time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going already? This guy didn't even go. And this is all going in my head.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
5-person bracket's a little awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then he did some kind of pulled guard on me. And I don't know what happened, but when he pulled me in, my toe got jammed somewhere around his crotch area and just like got pushed in. So I felt immediate pain. It's like, oh fuck. And I'm trying to like fight this guy like from like, in the middle of a match. And I'm also thinking about the pain I just felt on my fucking foot.
Yeah.
Like, oh god damn it. So it was not in my favor that match.
Yeah.
Having a bi person, having my toe jammed. Yeah. And just I could feel that he was fresh. And I think my forearms were still something about my forearms. It must be so much gripping.
Makes sense.
It got so shot.
Yeah.
My coach was like, hey, before your matches, what you can do is grab onto your gi and like burn them, like get them ready kind of thing. So good tip for you. If you do your gi thing, get your grips so you don't burn them out like I did. We'll get to you later. We'll get to you. Hold on. So the guy, he fucking choked me. I think it was from side control or something. But yeah, I think he Ezekiel'd me. Like fuck. But yeah, it wasn't in my favor that time. And then the other 2 people went.
Yeah, I think I see what the bracket was like. So since it was 5 people, it was like the other people on the other side of the bracket were already in the semifinals. And then your side of the bracket, you and your first match were feeding into the semifinals with that guy that had a bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really fight for 3rd place.
Yeah, so there were 2 third place finishers, right?
Well,
You and the other guy, I would assume.
the guys are just like, because it was so like, very small thing. The guy's like,
Mhm.
oh, we're done. Whoever's at the table looking at it,
Yeah,
I was like, so who's third? I don't know.
both of you guys. I think
But
I
then
would think both of you guys.
the
Both
guy,
you and the other guy that lost the other match.
the other guy was like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, I'm heading out. You got third. Good job. The
Oh.
other guy just left.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was trying to like, because you have to get the certificate signed by each
Yeah.
headed instructor of each school.
Mhm.
But like, it's like, I don't know who won third, and then the lady is giving out certificates. Like, I don't know. So I had to like go to like my head instructor, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't fight for third, but yeah, it's like, oh, all right, and he helped me get the certificate. But I just thought that was funny. Like, it was a little disorganized, but it's a small community event thing.
It's like a tune-up tournament, right?
Yeah, it was low stakes, and yeah, it was fun though. It was really cool to see my teammates do their thing too.
Yeah.
I had 3 white belts that have never competed, so seeing them like it was really fun because they're just using all their energy, because it's a really fast pace. I think when you're fucking noobs. Anyways, that's my Jiu-Jitsu Houston challenge.
Nice. Dude.
Fucking Miguel said he's gonna sign up for the Naga.
I already did. I already did.
Signed up. Oh shit! He looks
soon as-
nervous.
The day after I got that third stripe, I was like, well, I better fucking sign up now.
Yeah, boy.
But
You're doing both?
I'm doing no gi and gi. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Beef.
Looking at it's early, right? We're still like 3 weeks out. Right now, there's only one other person in my bracket for gi, and then no gi. I'm the only one in my bracket, so they might combine brackets.
Or you might go higher or lower.
They might either. I think there's somebody in the director, the 40 and above, so they might
you
combine
might go with
me.
The directors.
Maybe.
Director.
Or bring the director down to my bracket, right? The 30 plus.
I don't want to fight with this youngling. Youngling.
Well, because when I registered, it asked the questions like, "Are you willing to go up a weight? Are you willing to go down in age? Are you willing to go with a different skill level?"
Oh, so it's not like you're willing to go down a weight. They don't provide that. It's either go up or go down in age.
Yeah,
where-
go to a tougher, quote unquote tougher area,
Shit.
right?
Oh, so you'd be middleweight then if you can't find anyone.
If there was nobody, but it looked like in the no-gi at least, there was one other competitor that was same weight, same skill level, but just older. So I would think they would bring him down to my division.
Don't look them up, man. Don't do it.
Don't look.
You know what? I don't know. You don't want to like know. I don't know. That's just me, because I don't want to psych myself out. I'd rather like you be a complete stranger than I see you. It's like, all right, you're my guy. I don't want to like see your Instagram and see like there's moves you're doing.
Who are you?
Yeah, and you're just like, all right, and then you kind of like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on your personality.
Yeah.
I psych myself out if I look up.
So yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. My division is kind of sparse, but we're still 3 weeks out, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But you might have just you and another guy. For
at least in the gi, Gracie Baja.
Fucking Baja. All right, Baja.
Gracie Baja.
Haha, Baja.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
How you feeling?
Well, okay. So I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on? I guess this is something that a lot of people deal with. Imposter syndrome.
Oh, I feel it all the time.
Okay.
Well,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely imposter.
Right?
But how like in what way do you feel?
Okay.
Like, am I
So-
even a jiu-jitsu guy?
Well, no, like, okay.
Was it a recent role that happened to you or something?
I think ever since getting that fucking third stripe, it's kind of just the implications of where I'm.
You're not meeting the standards of the 3 stripe now?
in
like-
my mind, right? In my mind,
And you're always the most harshest to your own self, right?
Yeah.
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 Fucker, why don't you get your 3 stripe now? Come
well,
on.
yeah. Okay,
Get
so
your-
like,
You're
what was
fucking
that?
Leonardo DiCaprio and fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Get it? Drinking and shit and crying.
because what was it last week Tuesday? Not this past week, but the week before that I got the third stripe, right? And then what happened was Thursday. Well, I guess during the nogi class on that day, I kind of got a burn on my ear, like a little strawberry. So then when I came back on Thursday, my ear was bleeding and I was trying to patch it up, but the first aid kit was pretty sparse. And so I was like, dude, I can't even bandage this fucking thing up. So I ended up not staying for the rest of the class because I was just like, this isn't fucking happening. So then I came back fresh this week on Tuesday and we were doing like guard retention, guard passing in the beginner class. And dude, the blue belts were just, I don't know, putting me to shame in both ways, passing me and retaining guard. And I'm just like,
So it wasn't during rolls, it was during a certain
it was like
situation.
situational drills, sparring,
So
right?
basically it showed your gap on your game where you didn't realize, because normally when you're rolling you're just like, I'm good, I'm escaping. But now that you're stuck in this position, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm like stuck trying to retain my guard from my back.
They
And
scissor sweep you and shit, and you're like, or something. I
well,
don't
no,
know.
not even that far. It's literally one person on their back and the other person trying to pass the guard.
Hmm.
And dude, I could not stop these guys.
So it's open guard and they're standing.
Yeah, open guard standing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we switch and then I try to pass their guard, I'm like, dude, I can't get past these guys.
It's a jiu-jitsu is very humbling.
I just was like,
One day
like-
you feel great, and then the next day you're like, fuck.
and then on Thursday, a dude that he was already training before I got there, but he's been gone for a while.
Came back.
He still only has one stripe, right? And we were doing drills, right? Like
Damn it. It's because the stripes.
we were doing Toriandos, and then he
Yeah.
was like, he was giving me a pointer about keeping my hand on my knee,
And you got
on his knee.
offended because
I-
I'm a 3-stripe.
There was a second where I was just gonna be like, "Fuck
This
you,"
bitch.
but then I bit my ego, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This guy he started before me, and I should be open to learning from everybody, right? Because I know I've only been doing this for 6 months,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so I a part of me was just like, but then
This
I'm like, no,
bitch.
no, let me take this pointer, and he was right. He was telling me the right thing. So,
Yeah.
but a part of me was just like, dude, the fact that he knows that I don't know that, I'm like,
Dude, I don't know what's up with these stripes. They fucking mess with your mentality sometimes.
well, because
like,
it's
You're
an
3-stripe,
indicator.
and then this guy's 1. You're like, this bitch. Like, who do you think you are? Or
But he
he's
knows.
Or he's like manhandling you, and you're like, fuck, man. Come on. I have 2 stripes more than him. I still feel like that when I
Okay.
see a 1-stripe blue belt, and then they fucking
Fucking
get one
stripes.
on me, and I'm
I
like,
can see
"The
why
fuck?"
some gyms don't give stripes. I can see it.
It's something, man. It doesn't go away. You're gonna have that days where you're like, fuck.
I know, because now I'm like, oh, fuck.
But you never felt this way with wrestling because there was no
belt.
indication. There's no
There's nothing.
You just do your thing. I don't know. You pin the guy more. Certain days you feel like great. Some days you
Mhm.
get pinned a lot.
Yeah,
That's about
it
it,
was-
right?
There was no belts, man.
Fucking belts. Ah,
It fucks
know.
you up, man.
I don't know if I told you there was belt promotions today, and I knew
That
I
you
wasn't gonna get promoted. My instructor told
He
me,
talked to you, yeah.
but it's still
stung.
It's still stung. I don't know why. It's just a fucking
Because-
color.
Yeah, right.
If I was
And-
colorblind, I'd be like, "Oh, thanks for the new belt," you
Yeah.
know. But
see, like, are you? That's my question. Are you at the point where you feel like you should be a purple belt, or
in
would
the
you-
gym, I feel like it. But when I do the competitions, it's like there's a lot better blue belts than me. So it's one of those things.
Yeah, it is one
But-
of those things.
I also think my instructor wants to see me compete more in blue belt. That's a thing too.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If yeah, I guess he's
Yeah.
trying to.
But if I didn't have any competition mindset, maybe he would have
Would just
promoted
give you-
me
Yeah,
because I'm not like in a competition.
but the
person.
fact that you like competing,
So
I'm-
that's my journey where
Yeah.
it's like, it's
Well-
just a color, bro. That's all.
I don't know. All I know is like, if I'm feeling this way, I'm like, don't fucking give me a blue belt. I don't want it. I don't want it,
I'm
man.
serious, man.
I don't
Because
want
once
it.
you get it, like, oh man, that's where the blue belt blues. It's a saying.
Oh, dude, because I was feeling this imposter syndrome, I did like all this research, looking up these articles and posts, and
Yeah,
Like,
Jiu
I'm not
Jitsu
alone, man.
talk to you.
I'm not
You listen
alone.
to Jiu Jitsu.
Not him specifically, but more
Yeah.
like articles and posts about it, like
'Cause
Reddit
everyone feels this way,
subreddits and
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, maybe me competing will slow the pace down. Then I'll be like, all right, keep me
Yeah.
at white. Keep me at white a little longer, please.
For sure. I think one thing for me, which I didn't really think about, is when people that started with you,
Mm.
like my friend Ryan got his purple. And it didn't really sting. I was happy for him. But at the same time, you're just like, man, we started at the same time.
But also, you moved gyms.
I moved.
You moved
I think
gyms.
I would have been one if I,
Yeah, if you were
stayed.
still in San Fran,
you
or
know,
even Pleasant. Well, because
Pleasanton.
I think even the transfer to Pleasanton slowed you down too, right?
yeah. I think when you switch gyms, you just have to have a proving ground again.
Mhm.
And even though you prove yourself, like they're not just gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Like
They don't
you're
know
just
you.
this new guy. Yeah.
They don't know you.
Like how long have I been there? Since October?
Mhm.
What was that 5?
5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still fresh meat to them.
Yeah.
So imposter
All right.
syndrome.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I
But once you got those those stripes, like, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Until
like,
situationals.
until I got back on the mat, I'm like, I don't deserve this. But the other part of me is like, do I really know more than my professor who's been doing this for like 30 years? I don't think so.
Oh. You're trying to compete with your professor?
No, not like compete with him, but as far as like trusting his judgment,
Yeah.
right? Like he's been doing this a lot longer than I have. I think he's a pretty good judge of where people stand
Yeah.
in their development.
And even if I'm a blue belt, there's like things that my instructor was showing, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And it's been there all along. And I just
Yeah.
never saw it.
Yeah.
And once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the thing.
The veil has been lifted.
But
And
if you were one stripe with that guy, and he told you that, you would think you're equals. Would that be a thing too? Like, who the hell you think you are?
I think because we've had when I was a one stripe, and then I think he was giving me a pointer back then too, and even then I was like,
Fuck you.
we're at the same level now, buddy.
But indication of the stripes don't even show how long you've been
Yeah,
training.
because like
right?
I said, he started before me. I don't know how long before me, but he was already there on my trial class.
Oh, there's a purple belt that recently promoted to brown, and the instructor was just saying like his journey and like, you want to tell the people how long you've been a purple belt? And he was a purple belt for 12 years.
Whoa.
Like even his belt, like you know how it kind of like goes low, like
Yeah.
it was barely like
Barely hanging on.
yeah, maybe just like a little too hanging out. So it's like, man, you've been a purple belt for a long time, and he probably came in and out of training and had to move and had to prove himself again, and he moved. You never know, right? But for me, like when I got tapped by him, like, oh man, this purple got me. Like you're just thinking like this is just another purple belt, but how many years has he been doing this?
He's a journeyman.
Like, what if I was an 8-year blue belt? Someone's like, man, what the hell's up with this blue belt?
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long have you been a blue belt?
Okay. I got promoted in January 2019.
19. Oh, so you're a 4-year blue belt.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah. So whole
Subtract COVID.
2019, then COVID hit. I didn't train that whole year, and then I picked it up halfway in 2021. So that's a year and a half.
Okay, so
And then, yeah,
2.5 year. 2.5
now.
year.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on.
COVID.
I would watch videos then, but I wasn't.
But you weren't
I wasn't
training.
doing it.
Yeah, nobody was, right? The whole world.
Well, there was people training.
Oh, the underground.
There was people in
The underground dojo.
a gym I will not call out, but they put like some kind of parchment paper so you couldn't see inside, but it would always get sweaty in there. People are training.
Yeah.
And yeah, people kept it up because they didn't want to lose their skills. Like some people, when everyone comes back, like want to surprise the people that stopped. Like, oh, welcome back. Look at all the shit I learned, rusty fuck. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah. Well, I'm glad you're experiencing this now.
Well, yeah, it just, yeah, I'm glad I'm experiencing it now too. If I'm feeling this way already, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
being a blue belt.
In the competition, are you gonna show your stripes?
No, I think I'm gonna do your tactic and use another belt.
Yeah, use another belt. They don't need to know.
Nobody needs to know stripes.
If you have 3 stripes, either they'll be scared of you, or they'll feel really good if they beat
If they
you.
beat me, yeah.
This 3-stripe motherfucker. Look at this guy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go stripeless.
Just fucking spit on
Yeah.
you after
Well,
your own.
if I'm already having this imposter syndrome, there's no way I'm going to compete with stripes.
Yeah.
Dude, I was almost like questioning whether when I first signed up, should I have put that I had wrestling and judo experience on my form?
Well, then you'd
'Cause I
be a
didn't-
liar.
Huh?
Then you'd be a liar. I mean,
But,
you did have experience.
but I didn't put that on my form when I signed up.
Oh.
Or, I mean, not for the competition, for my gym.
Oh, really? You didn't write that?
No, I didn't. I just left it blank.
Why you didn't want people to know? Or-
Because it's been so long, right? That was when I was a teenager. So I was just like, I don't want to have any false expectations, so I just left it blank.
Hmm.
But then I'm
Okay.
kind of like, okay, so then was that a skew on my progression if I came in as a blank slate?
Yeah.
I don't know. So now I'm like,
Nah. I think it's just in the file. Like, how often are these professors and coaches?
yeah, did he
looking
even look at that, right?
Oh, look at the background. Like, I think they just go in every day, look at the students, see how they're doing. Give them a stripe or something.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not even
true.
thinking about
I
that.
know. I
Yeah.
know. I'm just like, it's all part of the imposter syndrome
Right?
self-talk.
Man. Yeah, anything else about imposter that you feel?
No, I just wanted
Besides-
to.
Besides the one stripe helping you out?
Yeah, I'm
and
glad
getting
that I.
manhandled?
I'm glad that I took the advice with grace. I had a second of like, but
Bitch.
I listened. I was like, hey, the main thing is I'm here to learn. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I can learn from anybody.
Isn't it funny though the moment you're like, yeah, I'm keeping up with the blue belts and stuff. When you say that to the
Dude.
world, oh, you think you know shit?
Yeah. And then the
It's
next
always
week,
like that.
the next week, the blue belts are fucking like, dude, I'm not
The
even
stripes
close.
came. The
I'm not
stripes
even
came.
close.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, like
Humbling.
the difference between the 2 and the 3 stripe was, I don't know, for some reason it was a world of difference in my mind.
I mean, I even told you on a text, like, yeah, I think I'm ready. I feel good. I'm ready. And then all of a sudden, this blue belt being, God, I feel like a fucking loser again.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride, man.
It's like I never want to like say anything to the world. No absolutes.
Don't get cocky,
I'm
kid.
done. Yeah, Han Solo's talking to us. You know.
Oh,
So there was a video. Derek, no plates, no dates.
mm,
He posted one, and it was about the blood test of Nicky Rod
What
to see
happened with that?
if he was natty. Well, natty means natural.
Natty Rod.
Yeah. Well, it was one of those tests that's like it doesn't show you all like everything,
Hmm.
but a good amount to like just see if you were on something recently.
Hmm.
But apparently, he doesn't have anything in his system, but he has high cholesterol from whatever he's fucking eating.
Yeah, because he has like a food Instagram too, right?
Yeah, he does the food stuff. So he's like,
He-
man, he has to watch his cholesterol. It's kind of borderline high up there.
Oh, that's
I mean,
funny.
when you look the way you do and you perform the way you do, you probably feel like you can just eat anything, and you don't
Yeah.
see the underlying like what kind of gas you're putting in your car
Mhm,
paying effect, even
mhm.
though you're a hot Mustang. Vroom, vroom, like you don't know. It's just yeah, you gotta watch what you eat sometimes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, everything
matter-
tastes so good.
How much of a high performer you are.
Yeah. But who knows, right? Like you could be doing other things to help promote your
And he could have been cycled off. Who knows?
yeah.
But I don't know. Like comparing him to his physique versus Gordon Ryan's physique. I mean, there is a difference. There's definitely a difference.
Mm-hmm. Does recovery like certain recovery like cryo or ice, is that like cheating if you can recover fast?
Mm.
Just because you're not like injecting things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you see Cyborg's post about recovery?
No. What did he say?
He was basically saying like, at my age, what do you expect? Basically, I'm keeping up with these younglings.
He has a lot of damage control, and he needs to explain himself a lot. Well, it's because, he wants to look like he's, I don't know, one of
Cyborg.
the faces of Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
And was it did anyone not know? Like, you could
Look at the
see,
man.
right? Yeah,
Look at the
him.
man.
And there's no testing going on in
Yeah, I mean, look at
this
fucking
stuff.
Andre Garval. That guy's a fucking gorilla, man.
Yeah, just because he's not competing right now, right?
Yeah.
You think he wasn't using anything? But they don't want to tarnish his reputation.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Fame ADCC person. Are you gonna get rid of that Hall of Fame because there's steroid use?
I mean,
Yeah.
they took Lance Armstrong down.
Sammy Sosa and
Barry
those guys.
Bonds and
Barry Bonds,
Mark
Griffin.
McGuire.
Mark McGuire. Yeah. Did they take away Michael Phelps for pot?
I don't know. The weed.
Get in the bong. Bong hits. Yeah. I don't know.
I think he might have just lost his Wheaties endorsement, if anything.
Oh yeah. People still know he's a badass though.
Yeah, man,
You
he's
can't-
the best.
Yeah. Just because of weed. I bet 30 years from now, when like weed is like normalized everywhere, I could see that in 30 years. That's
You think?
a lot of time.
We'll
Maybe
see.
half the country at least, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like that now, but
What's
I don't
hard
know.
with international sports though, because we're not just talking about the U.S., we're talking about the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I just meant in the eyes of Americans, like
Mm.
he was a good man, even though
Doing that weed,
yeah,
eating them mushrooms.
eating mushrooms. All right, you have anything you want to talk about jiu-jitsu? I have something jiu-jitsu related.
No, I 3 weeks out from the competition.
Let's go, Miguel.
Gonna wear a blank belt, and we'll see how it goes.
You got it, man.
First time competing in what, like 14 years, maybe more.
Wow. As wrestling, right?
Yeah, wrestling was the last, and even the last time I competed in wrestling, I went in totally out of shape, and that was a fucking mistake. I was in my
And that was
20s.
in high school. Oh, with 20s.
Yeah, I went back and did freestyle with some of my high school buddies, but we didn't train at all, and that was a fucking mistake.
Where did you guys do it at?
It was at a freestyle, a USA wrestling tournament, so it was at a high school. I can't, might have been like,
Oh, it was an actual tournament. All you guys
Yeah.
were like, "Hey, man, let's do it."
yeah, let's sign up. Must have been, or maybe it was right after high school. So I must have been like maybe 19, 20.
Oh, okay.
Those high school kids fucking beat the shit out of us. We were totally out of shape,
Oh man.
thinking we could still wrestle.
Yeah. And these kids are doing it all the time.
Yeah, they're in shape. They've been training, and we were
And none
trying
of
to
you
go.
guys were like shaped up, like getting like was this off the whim?
Yeah, we
You had,
off
like,
the
1
whim.
week.
We didn't train at all. That was a ridiculous thing to do.
That's when all you guys were still like buddy, like, yeah, we're still tight. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, right after high school, thinking we could still do it.
Man.
Yeah,
14 years. Oh, that beats you said 14, right?
yeah, 14, maybe 15. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in an actual competition.
15 years. It's like, wow. That beats my 5 years off the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, the training I feel like is it's a good training, right? It's a good thing. At least I know I'm in shape.
Yeah.
Just now it's just the external of a crowd and
Let's
sanction.
go, Miguel! Go! Oh!
Yeah.
I remember my first time, like I couldn't even like hear my coaches and stuff. I was like so out of the body experience, like
Yeah.
with the
I don't know.
adrenaline.
Like, I'm remembering, I don't think I ever would be able to hear what my coaches were fucking saying.
Yeah. Just good luck with your grips, because that's the thing. I think once you get a collar and you get a sleeve or something, you want to pull them. They want to pull you, and it's back and forth pulling when you're
Mhm.
white belt. One of you guys are gonna pull guard,
Not me.
and just letting you know, I had a competition class today, and they're just showing us like how points work with guard and stuff. And if the guy pulls guard, brings you in, and you're on top, like they don't get points, but they get an advantage.
Mm.
But if he pulls guard and you both go down, like a double down, like both of your butts hit the ground, and you get up, you get an advantage. And what happens with advantage is if
it's tied, right? It's like a tiebreak.
if the guy pulls guard and he gets the advantage, like all he has to do is run down the clock. If you can't get out of his guard, and what like you could lose just by that. That's what happened to my instructor. Like he got pulled guard, and the person had an advantage, and he just kept them in the guard the whole time, and he lost that way just because.
Shitty.
So I'm just letting you know.
I know.
Since you're not gonna pull guard, if that person does it and you don't pass, they could.
I don't know. I've been pretty good about keeping out of people's guards.
That's good.
Like keeping distance if they do, go on their butt, controlling the legs, not letting them get grips. That's one. Yeah. Like I did in the gi class this past Thursday. I went against the instructor, and I'm more like, as I've gotten pointers, I'm like, oh yeah, don't let people get their grips, because obviously if they're getting grips, they're trying to set something up.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good about defending off people trying to get grips and avoiding getting in somebody's guard.
Yeah. Trying to get to that side control, so you
yeah.
do your Americana.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I'm visualizing.
All right, make sure you hold them down for 3 seconds, or you're not gonna get the points.
I know.
And then you can do your thing.
I read the rule book. I read the rule.
If you can, go straight to mount. If they're not bringing their knee.
Oh yeah. No, I will feel to see if there's room for my knee to get over there.
Yeah, you got it. I see it. Let's hope the other person is a one stripe who's only been going for 3 months, and it's like, let's go.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then the no-gi will be interesting. It'll be interesting.
I haven't competed no-gi, so
I'll let you know how it goes. I feel like maybe
that's my next thing. I have to like not be scared to do the no-gi.
Maybe no-gi will
think
be
because
better for me.
I'm just worried about leg locks and stuff. But I'm getting more comfortable with getting out and stuff.
Luckily, at the white belt level, you can only do straight leg locks.
That's good.
So I don't have to worry about it too much.
I mean, I can't do heel hooks yet, or can't.
At your level?
I think knee bars can, but there's still like a lot of different leg things that can happen to you.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I got 3 more weeks of training before it happens.
Yeah, man, 3 weeks. It's gonna go by quick.
This week went by quick. I'm like, oh god.
So I was listening to a Jocko podcast, and then they were talking about he was reading off the book of Kimura. He calls it Kimura. I don't know why he says it that way, Kimura. I always say Kimura.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it.
But it's a book about the actual guy named Kimura, where he's named from.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're on the topic of this something that happened to Kurt Angle. He got Kimura'd during a wrestling match.
Oh.
And it was kind of interesting to see. I'd love to share it with you.
Share away, my friend.
And the referee kind of helped Kurt Angle with his shoulder, because if they didn't do the 1, 2, 3, I think his shoulder would have been fucked, dude.
No shit.
All right. It looks like Kurt won. He didn't win though. Why can't I see? Shut the fuck up, Verbo. Let's see what the comments say.
It's so funny when because Kurt Angle was a real wrestler, so that guy was a real UFC fighter.
Yeah.
How did they end up in the WWE?
If it wasn't for the refs' fast reactions, Kurt Angle would have had his arm broken. Well, yeah. To be fair, Angle clearly thought it was an amateur wrestling match. It was wrestling good. Yeah. He was pissed off. Motherfucker. Wait, let me.
Man, it's a fucking show. Why are you trying to break my arm? Maybe that's what he was saying, right?
Yeah. I just want to see it again. Yeah, obviously if he did like a triangle, he'd be like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Yeah.
But then his back would be on the ground because he's doing a triangle. Then yeah, he would have lost too. You
Yeah.
can't win. You can't win
Not
in
in
wrestling.
that rule set.
Yeah,
That
wrestlers
show.
show. Were you a big fan before? Because I remember going to one of the Hawaii events that they
Yeah, I
did.
remember going to one of the Hawaii events. I've never really been a fan because I knew it was scripted. So I'm like, why do I
Well,
want to?
At one point, I didn't know.
Really?
There's a lot of fans asking
Yeah,
about
with kids, you know?
that incident where Pewter put the key lock on you, which was, I guess, a bit of a surprise since it was an amateur wrestling contest. What are your thoughts on that? And are you disappointed that WWE never actually gave you a match against him because there was some heat there with the fans?
Well, you know, it was a wrestling match. And,
Look at vanity over here. All him in the back.
I told him that afterward. I said, "You're a dumbass because you pinned yourself." And you know, but I liked it.
You're a dumbass because you pinned yourself.
We were supposed to have.
You're a dumbass because it's a fucking scripted show.
Yeah, it's hard to like. Oh look, they're using StreamYard because it looks like us.
Oh, nice.
The thing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's a scripted thing, so it's hard to take you seriously once you know that shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not questioning that he was an Olympic champion. Like, he was a legitimate wrestler, but WWE, we all know the deal with WWE.
Yeah. But to the point where we didn't.
I feel like I always knew that it was scripted.
Really? I feel like I learned it from a TV show or something.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
you're just
remember.
so wise as a kid, Miguel.
Well, no, I think because I was never interested in it, so I never watched it. And at some point, it was like, yeah, this shit's fake anyway.
I mean, I think the era I liked was like the Stone Cold Steve Austin days where he would just come in, drink a beer. I don't know what he'd do. I fucking forgot his intros. The intros were ridiculous, bro. And then The Rock, his smell with The Rock's cooking.
Yeah, his eyebrow.
And then there was a Samoan guy that would put people in his cheeks, his butt cheeks. I would hate to wrestle with that guy.
Oh,
you have to smell his ass. Tap.
Right in him. Face sitting.
Before we end, I just want to show you some. They have some real new Unreal Engine shit.
Okay.
And this is one with the truck. What is this truck called? It's one of those electric trucks. But it just looks pretty legit. Legit graphics these days. And they're trying to make it even more what's it called? AI driven. So they're just trying to assure AI tools to make, the artists more blah 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 blah. But you know what that is. Stealing jobs.
Since you mentioned AI, we can talk about something after this too.
All right.
3D visualization of their vehicles. We worked with them to bring the R1.
Look at that shit.
Jeez.
It's fucking
looks photo real.
Photo real.
So, we're building tools for interaction.
Can you imagine GTA being like this?
But here we
Holy
have
fuck.
physics simulating rock.
If this is how it looks like, all right, I'll get a PS5.
And we also added some real.
It's not in games yet, but it will be. Man, look at that shit.
Simulation.
We worked with the team at
We're in a simulation, bro.
Vehicle model to simulate the
Right.
suspension of the truck and how the electric motors drive each individual wheel. Chaos also simulates how the tires compress and deform, and Meta Sounds enabled the team to precisely resynthesize the sounds of the electric motors and mix them with the ambisonics of the jungle.
All right. when I get to good
Dude,
stuff.
it's crazy that that's not
Rivian
real.
provided us with a
Ads?
highly detailed model of the truck, about 71 million polygons that were able to render in real time.
So they were
Of
showing
course, you can't order a Rivian with Opal body panels.
Opal,
but
how
Opal
it
was
looked
the
like.
internal code name for this project, and also a
Opal?
really great demonstration of substrate's capabilities.
Yeah, the paint job.
The base
Oh.
layer models the iridescence, refraction, and reflections that occur inside of an opal. And on top
How
of
are you
that,
gonna know
there's
what's
a
real
layer
these days?
representing the polished surface.
That's what I'm
and
saying,
how light
man.
is absorbed as it travels through that clear layer of varying depth
Simulations.
All right, this is where it gets to the AI part.
in these cases, like in cinematics and in film. So we're going to drive under this fallen tree here, and everything that you've seen up to this point was painstakingly hand-built by the environment team at Quixel. Everything since that fallen tree has been built using our brand new experimental suite of procedural content generation. Not really an
AI.
engine that are flexible, deterministic.
Why don't you
and
want to use the word
artist-driven.
AI?
Our guiding principle in building these systems was to empower artists to make tools for artists. So Jacob's going to go ahead and add a procedural assembly to the
Dude,
world.
on the go, right
The cool
there.
thing is that it communicates.
That guy's like, he does this job. Oh, I can't believe this.
This is beyond.
And the cool thing is that it communicates with other nearby procedural elements in the scene, like the creek bed. So let's say a designer comes by, wants to direct the player to drive to the left. Jacob can simply move the assembly to the right, and everything updates to
Crazy.
accommodate that change.
You can
Game
build
design
worlds
is
so
iterative,
fast now.
So let's say the designer comes back, wants to give the player the choice of going left or right again. Jacob can simply move the assembly back over. Now, the artist who created this assembly also added some additional handles that Jacob can use to art direct where rock slides occur. Allows him to customize the piece a little bit more,
Anyways,
make it a little.
so in theory, this means you can do a lot more work, like make a bigger game that requires less like time to develop. Like you have to do artwork and stuff to build.
Yeah.
I mean, you could hire the same amount of people, but create more dynamic, bigger worlds or create more games. Or you can save a lot of money and have everything.
Skeleton crew.
Yeah, I don't know which way it's going to go, but I can imagine if you were like an indie person that wants to make your own game, like you can make games like this easy just on your own. So good and bad? I don't
It's
know.
the upside.
Yeah.
I mean, are we giving AI too much power?
I don't know.
Are we giving them? Because I heard something about like.
Wait, you got a segue, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I have one more video, and then you can do it.
Okay.
It was facial animation, but it's still like, it's still not there. Like
Not
for
quite.
me, it's the lips. There's something with the lips that they can't master yet. Let's see. Oh, shit.
I see through your darkness now.
I don't know what, right?
The movement of the mouth, right?
Yeah. Like this blurriness to the lips or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it still doesn't look like a real person.
Yeah.
I will destroy them.
It's good at capturing eyes. Just not the lips. The lips need work.
Good? You like it?
Right? Her lips look normal there. So,
Mouth was like this.
yeah. And I think it's at a point where you have to overreact when you say stuff, or it's not gonna capture it. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yes, it's like that. Until we get like LA Noire, like, I'm not lying. Liar. Anyways, what were you gonna say about AI?
That they were like allowing these some AI to like just have free reign to
create or something,
do like transactions in the real world, and
like they're way better than
make
stock
write its
people?
like and write its own sequences or some shit and code, and just giving it a little too much freedom, man. A little too much freedom to
Like it's doing whatever it wants to do as an AI.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. Why are we
Why are
doing
people creating this?
Why
Haven't
are
you
we
watched the Terminator? Like
That's what
why
I'm
are
that's
we
what
doing
they
this?
Skynet, we're just like letting it happen. Yeah, just let it happen.
Why? Like I get it to help you with productivity, but why do you need to create something? Why do you? What's with this fascination to create a
'Cause it was-
Frankenstein?
Because it was
we've
like you were
always
saying,
liked this.
just because we put these firewalls doesn't mean the AI won't be able to get past it. Right? If they're as intelligent as we tout them to be, I'm sure they could be running things in the background unbeknownst to us.
I get trying to duplicate people that are already alive to like live in San Junipero type of shit, but why are you creating AI that can think for itself and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, that isn't human. Like, does not.
But is this clickbaity? Like, is this like that time? Like, oh, the two computers are communicating and we have to shut it down. Like,
Shut it down. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just rings of so much sci-fi movies that we've grew up with, right? Terminator, The Matrix.
prophecies, like, are they real? I mean, fucking Egyptians had prophecies on their
Right.
little
I mean,
wall.
these ideas that
Movies
these
are
stories,
prophecies. I don't know.
right? They come from people's ideas that they
Like warning us. So why are we doing it?
they are the soothsayers, the truth seers, the
Truth seers? Where's that from?
soothsayers. What are they, like the precogs?
Precogs? What is this reference? I don't know what this reference is.
They're like you said, prophesizing. They're the people that you go to, like, tell me my future. Fortune tellers. They're the fucking
Yeah.
fortune tellers.
Yeah.
I see a machine.
Yeah.
I see people in tubes like batteries.
Dang. Matrix.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
With these
I don't know.
simulations that you can't discern from real life. You think you're eating a steak, but you're not.
Things are gonna get too real, and then they'll have to like, I don't know, make it like less perfect, and then it'll trick us.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because
Because right now,
Matrix,
that
this
Rivian,
utopia.
that Rivian truck, everything looked too like what a perfect day or
Yeah.
something.
You need some pollution.
I don't know, like
You need drama.
even Red Dead 2 was like, dude, it's way too dark because it's too realistic.
This isn't real. I need some moonlight. Give me some moonlight.
But I don't know. I think it'll only feel like the real world once we put something on our eyes to like mask it. Yeah. There's a video game called The We Happy Few, and it was just like everyone takes these like pills in this world.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, happy and stuff. And then this guy decides not to take the pill, and then like the rose-colored glasses comes off, and everything is like dystopia and shit.
Jesus.
And they're trying to force feed him the pills, like, no, you must look at the world like we do. And some
Yeah.
creepy ass shit. Who thought of that? Some foreseeing in the future.
It kind of like reminds me of that Black Mirror episode where they were programmed, the soldiers were programmed to see
monsters.
Yeah.
But they're just like you and me.
Yeah.
It's creepy fuck. I mean,
What a world.
when they harness psychedelics, like it's no longer to just get high, but we start seeing visual things that they want us to see. That's gonna be scary.
Well, so that makes me question, like, why are all these like psychedelics and things that make you think differently illegal? Is it because of how it affects illegal? Yeah. Is it because it affects your perception and makes you question
Like
the
open. It makes you open your mind. And people that never done that, I don't know. Don't you think it's a different way of thinking once you like take these things? Like you just think empathetically.
Yeah.
You think, I don't know. Even
But I
weed
feel-
does it to you in a
Yeah,
way.
weed does it. Even I feel like even the internet, just the access to the different perspectives you're already just getting from all this exposure. Like you said, like the things we're seeing as opposed to other people.
Yeah.
It's just people are just some people are still have perceptions
Bubbles.
about bubbles and in the matrix, and it's like we've been awoken and we're like, what is this world that we're living in?
Yeah. What is this world? Yeah.
I know, dude.
Anyways, why don't you tell the people where they can find their world at?
All right, people, come join us on this journey across the universe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and listen to us wherever you do your podcasts. Until next
time. See ya.
See ya. Peace. Ta-ta.
Satel. All right, Satel until Turtle Man.
Okay.
And what?
Yeah, I was gonna say turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle Man.
It's only during Christmas time we'll say Tata.
Okay.
We'll do Tatel.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
The UFO.
Is he the one that was like
Talking about aliens
in
and
the
stuff.
aliens and shit? Oh, okay, I know which one.
We're gonna look for him.
This guy, right? That
Yeah.
guy. That's the one.
Mhm.
That's the one.
What's his
Oh,
name?
man.
Tom? Wait, what happened?
man.
Who's the guy on the right?
Man,
Looks
he
a
got
lot different.
fat, man. What happened to him?
Wait, who is he?
Oh, we know now.
This guy? This guy, right?
Wait, which one? Yeah, I think the one with the glasses. You know what's funny? How come I don't remember how the other Blink-182 guy ever looked like?
These two guys?
No, I knew
Wait,
of
this is a
Travis.
different guy.
I knew of Travis Parker because I love Travis Parker, and I knew of the one on the left. I think. Wait, holy crap! Is that
They
how
look
much he changed?
Different, huh? Man, their faces look different.
So wait, it's the one on the left. My bad. Can you go back?
Two high guys don't know what the fuck is
Confused,
going
man.
on.
Wait, can you go back to that picture? The one
That's
that
how high we were, dude. We couldn't even tell that these are different people.
Yeah, that one. The one on the left. Who's that?
This
Oh,
guy?
hi.
I don't know, dude.
That's the one.
That's
He
the
looks so
one.
different.
I know, and he's that guy with the yellow hair. Him? Is that what he turned into?
No,
Holy
man.
crap!
I'm fucking confused.
What happened to him?
Is this a Mandela, dude? I'm fucking.
What happened to him, dude?
Such a small picture. What's going on?
What the hell is that? That's such a small picture. Why are you looking at that?
I'm trying to get.
See?
Let's try to
just
get
said
an
what?
old
Mark.
picture.
Is it? Oh, it's not Mark. It's other-
Man, you look different. You were inside
There
for
you
so
go.
long. You're so white, dude. You didn't see the light of day.
This is May 2020,
Wow.
almost 3 years ago. Look at that hair.
Wow.
There you go.
Man, you need a headband.
There you go.
Right? I can see you rocking a headband for the hair. Yeah, I don't even know you. Gobble gobble. Oh, not gobble. Waka waka. Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Oh, Kermie. Oh, hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to hate.